Hey, I should probably use the microphone so you guys can hear me. That's embarrassing. Nice. Killing it. Great stream. Off to a good start already. Really crushing it. What's up? How are we doing? Hey, hey, hey. What's up, everybody? Good afternoon, morning, evening, night, whatever time it is for you. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a good day. I'm not wearing a shirt, as you can tell. Oh, yes, Mike, you can run your fingers through my beard. Totally can. Arm day. Nice, dude. First day of classes. Whoop. Ooh, school. That's good. Legs are crushed. You look amazing. Well, thank you so much. Hams and glutes. Ooh. Where's your torso? I don't know. I'm just floating here. Now that you mentioned, the beard has grown in superbly. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Do you tan? No, I live in San Diego. So it's very sunny here right now. Well, right now it's actually pretty overcast, but I think it's because of it's like overcast because of smoke, not overcast. I don't think because of clouds, because there's quite a big fire here right now. It's like 3%, 3% contained, which is good. But yeah, so I'm okay. I think like where I live, it's like on the other side of a city, and so it would have to. So I live in Santee, and the fire is like on the other side of the city called El Cajon, like kind of more inland. So it would basically like have to go through all of El Cajon to get to where we are. And El Cajon is like it's like a pretty. It's not super rural, so there's a lot of like concrete and buildings and stuff. So like usually, it just the likelihood of it getting to where I am is pretty low. So I'm okay. But thank you. I appreciate it. Lots of smoke in the air here in Vancouver Island. Bad fires in Washington and across the border. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fires going on everywhere. I mean, it's been very hot here. It's finally started to cool down. It was actually kind of sprinkling this morning, which was definitely interesting. I was not expecting that, but it was like a light sprinkle. It wasn't anything super crazy. But I was like, oh, wow. And it was like, so we had the sprinkle, but then we also have like the ash from the fire kind of falling down. So when I was driving and I was like, my windshield wipers were going, it was just like, oh, it looked gross. Like coming off the windows, it was like just black and gray, and it did not look good. In Tacoma, school was canceled today due to wildfires and suspected power outages. Yeah, I remember back in like, I think it was like 05, 06, there was really bad, like really, really bad fires in San Diego. Like worse than what we have right now for sure. And I remember I was in like elementary school and maybe middle school. I think I was in middle school. And they shut down school because like, you weren't supposed to go outside at all. Like it was like raining ash, like not just kind of, like it was like thick. And then I was like, oh, cool, this is fun. I'm going to run around. I'm going to run around and play in this. Do not recommend doing that. Probably not a good idea. But yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. So because I've lived in San Diego my whole life. So like this stuff, it is not normal, but it's become normal to me. Because every few years, stuff like this happens, right? Like it's become relatively normal, you know, like relatively normal to me, because every few years there's some sort of fire that's you know, kind of close or causing, you know, a bunch of smoke in the air, or like it just, yeah, it happens here. It's the same in British Columbia, fire every year. This stuff sounds crazy. I'm in, was that Vermont, and I've never seen anything like that. Yeah. no thicker smoke than my bedroom right now. Oh my god, stupid. Woo, man. What's today? Is it Tuesday? Stoner. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Same in Arizona. We check highway coverage in case of fires every weekend. Yeah, I mean, Arizona is like even more dry than San Diego. So, what's your favorite console to play on? I have a PS4 and I have a Switch, but I pretty much mainly play on this. So this is my PC. So I would say that's probably my favorite right now. I probably put the most time in on my Switch, but that's almost exclusively because of how much I played Animal Crossing. During the beginning of quarantine, I was literally like playing that game for hours every day because I had literally nothing else to do. But I'd say my favorite that I play on now is my PC, just because it's just easier. I'm already here working, and then I can just be like, okay, I'm gonna play some games. You know what I mean? Thank you, John, for consistently motivating me. I lost 18 pounds and only 15 pounds left for a healthy BMI. Well, that's awesome, Maya, and congratulations. California needs to come together and do a rain dance. I agree. You would be a jock villager. They're so street strong and encouraging. Yeah, I had a jock villager. His name was Antonio. He was one of my original villagers. Yeah, he's a cool guy. I liked him a lot. Nicholas is down 5 pounds. There you go, bro. How's it going, John? I'm doing well. I am doing well. I have an interesting thing to talk about today. We'll get into it soon. I just want to give everyone a chance to kind of funnel in a little bit before we jump into it. But it's going to be interesting. Where's my Work for Change shirt? They should be shipping hopefully today or tomorrow. So, who are we beating up, John? No. It's nothing. Oh, I don't know, actually. But I don't think it's going to be anything super crazy. But it is a long one, so buckle in, you guys. Like, it is going to be a long one. At least that segment is going to be long. Hey, newbie here, and I love your content. Well, thanks, Jillian. I'm glad to have you. Are you a fan of Marshall? He's one of the Animal Crossing villagers, right? I honestly don't really, as far as like the villagers are concerned, I really wasn't, like, I didn't really look into him too much. My favorite person that I had on my island was Antonio, just because he was funny. He was like a jock villager. I also had Julian, who a lot of people seem to like, but I was kind of like, meh, he's kind of boring. I don't know. We didn't vibe, you know. Drop the friend code. I haven't played in months. Like it's not worth. It's not worth having my friend code because I haven't played in like 4 months now, 3 months maybe. I don't know. Where's your body? Your shirt is see-through. I'm just a floating head today, you guys. It is what it is. Animal Crossing burnout is real. Yeah, I played too much at the start because I got up to a 5-star island and then I was like, okay, for me, I think I like games where I am kind of chasing something. And once I got the 5-star island, I was kind of like, well, I don't really like. I'm not motivated by just making my island as beautiful as possible because one, I'm just nowhere near what other people could do, and so I was just like, I'm kind of good now, you know. So yeah, I'm tempted to start over again. Yeah, it's hard not to. Still playing Fall Guys. Yeah, we played for like 2 hours last night. I didn't do very well. I'm gonna be honest. It was actually pretty sad. I only got to the finals one time. What about your Critterpedia? Yeah, so that's one of the things. So in Animal Crossing, you can go around and catch all the animals and things, bugs and stuff. I don't for some reason like that stuff doesn't like I don't enjoy that really. Like just trying to like spend hours catching things. I don't know. That's not very fun to me. Just you know, personally, I don't enjoy that really through games. But if you do, hey, man, more power to you. That means you have a lot more stuff to do in Animal Crossing. You know what I'm saying? Does anyone see the fitness chef or whatever his name is dissing Coach went to his defense, saw Coach Greg's video about it? Oh, yeah, some drama in the YouTube space, huh? I'm never a part of drama. Better knock on some wood. As a plus size woman who has started and ended diets over the years, after watching you, I really feel like there's hope for me. There is hope. There's hope for everyone if it's something you want to do. If it is something you want to do, there is hope for everyone. 1,000%. I really believe that. I really believe that is the basis of my channel, you know, is to show people that you can always do something, you know. You're never too far gone kind of thing, right? Hey, John, love your vids and how you support everyone. Just curious what motivates you to work out. For me, there's no one thing I could really, sorry, I burped. There's no one thing I can really point to and say, this is what motivates me, because for me, like, working out and fitness and all that stuff has become such a big part of my life. So I don't need to be motivated to do it. Like, kind of like the way I can explain is like most of us aren't motivated to brush our teeth. Like, we don't need motivation, right? So that's kind of where I am. That's kind of where I am right now with that stuff. Is I don't necessarily believe. Like, I don't think to myself, man, I need to be motivated to work out, because it's the same thing as when I wake up, I don't need to be motivated to brush my teeth, right? Okay, so before we get into the long video, because it's quite a long one, you guys, I kind of wanted to go over something that is not at all related, but I think it's kind of funny, and I think you guys would kind of enjoy it. So. All right, 1 second. All right. So, this I found this page right here. This page is this is from like a random Instagram account, right? And apparently, the name of it is CPT_helmet or Captain Helmet, I believe. And I was tagged in this post right here. Okay, but before we go into that, I want to show you guys this. Okay, so just check out this post, and then we'll keep going through. Okay.
So we finally started getting weather that doesn't make me feel like the sun is actively trying to murder me. And do I and the two old people who are regularly on the trail get to enjoy any of it? No, because now that it's cooler outside, the trail is completely covered up by these younger people in brand new workout clothes and brand new running shoes that they didn't even have the decency to walk around their yard in for a little bit to dirty them up, make it look like they didn't buy them on the way to the trail. Now, some of you are thinking, hey, Captain Helmet, isn't it great that you've inspired people? Don't you want to inspire people to come work out? Yes, I want to, but I need to merge Instagram and losing weight into whatever it takes to print money out of my computer. If you want to watch somebody who's going to make you feel inspired, go follow somebody like Obese2Beast or literally anybody else. But if you want to watch me make money off of Instagram, get out of my studio, aka the trail.
Okay, so that's the first video, right? So here's the here's the second one that I was tagged in.
It's like, dude, I don't do this stuff to get sponsorships. That's the point. Like, I don't post the stuff that I post because I want sponsors to notice me. If that's why you're posting stuff, if that's why you're into fitness, is because you want sponsors to notice you, you're in it for the wrong reasons.
In light of recent developments, I would like to retract my previous video statement that you should follow Obese2Beast. Clearly, he is wrong.
It's like, dude.
Okay, so that's the second video, and this is the last video right here. Now, I don't want to say it's the last video, but this is the last one that was posted.
So as most of you probably saw in my last video, I am now involved in internet drama with Obese2Beast, a well-known creator in the online fat people who don't want to be fat no more community, I feel like I need to address two different groups of people. First of all, those of you who agree with him that I shouldn't be involved in fitness just for sponsorship's sake. I have been working a job that I do not like at all for 12 years because I like the paycheck. So if I can make fitness my paycheck, I'll stick to it. Group number two, the people who say, hey, Obese to Beast probably hasn't seen your videos. He probably doesn't know who you are. Don't get me wrong, I want to be humble, but these videos are reaching like 30, 40 people a day. A good chance he's seen them. So as most of you probably...
Oh, man. So I'm not sure if you guys were able to pick it up, but this is satire, right? Like he's joking. But I just thought that was hilarious. So, I mean, if you guys wanted to go follow him, CPT Helmet right here. CPT Helmet on Instagram. Let him know I sent you and tell him that Obese to Beast and him are beefing and that he has no chance. Oh, man. That was funny. Okay, 1 second. Also, again, I hope I made it clear. He's joking. So don't go to his post and be mean. At least I can see that it's a joke. So I don't know. I think it's very funny. So what's in your bottle? It's just water. We just have some good old fashioned water up in there. Okay, so now let's go. Let's check this thing out. Okay.
It's meant to show.
Okay. Alrighty. All right, you guys. So I'm going to have to ask you to buckle in because this is going to be a long one. So this video that was sent actually into my Discord, and I have a feeling it was actually sent into my Discord by the person that made the video. I'm pretty sure that's who was the one that put this video in there because this video has about 10 views. But the name of this video is Obese to Beast is incorrect. Okay? And now, again, I want to make it clear, this is a long one, so I don't know how long this is going to take. But it seems as though this is this video that we're looking at is a response to my response to Gymshark's post, which I made a video on. Okay? So this video is a response to my video, which was a response to Instagram... to Gymshark's Instagram post. It is very meta, and that's how we like to do it now, I guess. Woo! All right, so let's just watch this. I watched the first 2 minutes just to make sure. I was like, geez, this is a long video, but I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's just watch it live. Let's see how it goes. The start is quite weird, so just be ready for that.
All right, hello everyone. James Gaines here. So today I'm going to be going over a video by Obese to Beast. So I think
that's me. Hello.
I think a lot of stuff about this video. Might as well just get into it, and then I'll give a brief overview. So Gymshark released this picture of
a brief overview, and the video is 45 minutes. Okay.
Somebody, the person, I don't even know how to say it. The way in which they were presented was not the most. They weren't presented in the most desirable way, and I'm going to be talking quite a bit about this, about double standard and stuff like that. So yeah, let's just begin.
So today, what I wanted to talk about, this was something that was sent to me on...
Let me turn up a bit and then put it in 2x speed. Well, not 2x, I'll put it in 1.5. So
okay, well, I just want to say one thing to the guy that's making this video. This is a very quick how to make your videos better. Turn your fan off or at least turn it down. Because it is so loud. Okay? That's my first critique.
We can get through all this.
Instagram and on Discord, which again, if you haven't joined the Discord, it's going to be linked down in the description. It is the best Discord if you're trying to lose weight, get fit, want a cool community. I seriously recommend it.
Also, I was going to speed this up, but he has already sped it up, so yeah, I can't speed it up now.
But what we're going to be talking about, and this is like genuinely, I'm blown away. So this was a post that was posted on Gymshark. Now, if you're not familiar with what Gymshark is, so what Gymshark does is, I mean, they're a huge company now, but they actually started not that long ago. But they make gym apparel. You guys know what Gymshark is. I'm sure you guys know. You've heard of Gymshark. Be a visionary. Their whole thing. They always have like super, fit people, jacked, looking great. All talk about fitness and all this stuff. Okay. Now, Gymshark posted this picture right here. Okay.
First of all, one thing about this picture. So this person isn't necessarily fat. They're sitting down, right? So something which helps women more than men is that they can pull this up to hide like their lower fat, which is what's normally done in pictures. You'll see it a lot, so that only their upper abs are shown. But
it's funny that he says this, right? So it's only women can do this, but your boy does that. I do it. Look, those are my undies. I got them pulled up, baby. You could do it too if you want, baby. It's like, hey, if you want to, you could, but you don't. That's not my fault. Okay, sorry.
But not their lower abs, because so they can hide their love handles. Men can't really do that. It's a common known trick, right?
I mean, men could do it.
Right. But so you could say that this is well, the comments say it for itself. I won't even inject my own opinions here. I'll just say where I think Obese to Beast has made a mistake. Maybe I'm wrong is what he's saying here.
I'm ready to hear what my mistake was.
And this obviously sparked, well, it's sad that it's obvious to me, but this apparently sparked a lot of outrage, especially in the comments.
Also, I totally understand that there's a me here, and there's also a me down there. I hope you guys can get past that, but I didn't want to cover myself up because I feel like that would be kind of annoying, so I moved myself a little bit.
But I want to read over what this post says. So the post says right here, it says, because we are all both soft, whilst also being incredibly strong, one side is not weaker, less valid, or less worthy. Both exist together perfectly. Beautiful words, beautiful body, beautiful soul, Nelly London. I've never heard of the girl, and I don't know much about her. But again, if we look at the post, right, I don't see anything crazy about that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I actually personally think that post is really cool. Because again, if we go back and look at the rest of Gymshark stuff, it's mostly jacked people that look great, right?
That's true. Yeah, so that's, to an extent, that's what Gymshark is meant to do. Gymshark is meant to show you these amazing physiques that people have, right?
Okay, so right there, that is your opinion on what Gymshark should do, right? So your opinion is that Gymshark should show amazing physiques. Now, they've never said that that's what they do, right? Like, that's what they've done in the past, but because they're changing that up, that is what you think Gymshark should do. That is what you think they should do. So you're putting this opinion out there as if it's fact when it's not, right? You think Gymshark should only post physiques that are exceptional or whatever, but that's not what they have to do. There's no rules on what they're allowed to post and what they're not allowed to post, right?
So when I see, me personally, when I see these physiques, which, okay, so let's imagine there's somebody who really wants to become a Gymshark athlete, right? Let's say it's a male, because normally there's some disparities between males and females becoming athletes. General fitness.
Okay, before we even get into this point, I want to make this point right here. If the fact that someone like that woman was posted on Gymshark in the way that she was posted makes you feel any type of way about now you maybe don't want to work with Gymshark, or now maybe, oh man, I've worked so hard and now why would I ever want to work with Gymshark because they posted this? Again, you should not be working out and doing fitness things so you can get sponsored by Gymshark. Like that, I do not understand that line of thinking at all. Okay.
Models and especially Gymshark athletes here. So we look at the difference here. So in order to become a male Gymshark athlete, you have to have a different level of conditioning, of fitness, compared to becoming a female Gymshark athlete. If we look at the page, you'll see what I mean. This is so we look here, right? There's a lot of impressive physiques, but if we want to compare, like this physique is extremely impressive, right? But I don't necessarily think that like this person is on any like extreme amounts of gear in order to get this physique or anything like that. We look at this physique. I think it almost says a different story, right? I don't think people are thinking this guy's like 100% natty or whatever it may be.
Okay, wow. Woo, this went a completely different this went a way different place than I thought it was going to. So because the men on Gymshark are more muscular than the women on Gymshark, he has a problem with it, I think. I don't know. I'm trying to understand the argument here. I'm really not understanding it. Because that woman that he just showed was freaking jacked, man.
Maybe some people do think that's not for me to decide, right?
Whoa, wait. Look at this dude right here. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't show you guys. Look at this dude. That guy's not like super freaking humongous jacked, like unbelievably super stacked dude.
But look,
or even look at this dude down here. This guy's not super jacked, stacked freaking juice to the gills. Look at this guy right here. I mean, he's strong. Is that Eddie Hall? I don't know who this is. But this dude's super strong, but it's not like he's super jacked, stacked juice to the gills. So again, this is you making a narrative in your head, and now you're putting it out there, but also simultaneously making yourself, there's a fly in here, making yourself look silly because there's literal examples to the contrary in your video. Nice. Killing it.
All throughout here, right? We can see like extreme strengths. We look at all this sort of stuff, right? From what I'm seeing here on this, whenever the main point I'm making here is whenever these sorts of posts are made, these sort of body positive-esque posts, they're always made to be targeted at women, right? That always seems to be how they're made, which
I don't disagree that there are more women in the body positive space, but I think that there is a reason for that is different than, oh, it's just I don't even know what point he's trying to make, but I think there is a reason why more women gravitate towards body positivity. And I mean, we talked about it recently with what was her name? I'm drawing a blank, but we talked about it recently on the I think it was Sarah. Yeah, Sarah. Why more women are drawn to body positivity versus men, and I do think that is something that could be talked about and is interesting. But I'm kind of curious as to what I am incorrect about.
Which is strange to me to an extent, because they'll never have a man showing fat or rolls on here necessarily, unless he's like. Unless he's not a physique athlete, he's actually, or unless he's not in it for the physique, he's in it for like his strength or whatever it may be, right?
Wow, so he's already giving qualifiers, right? So he was like, at first he was like, we'll never see a man on here showing his rolls, but then he also said, unless they're a strength athlete, or unless, so there's already a qualifier for this thing that he just said in the video. So that's interesting.
You won't see that anywhere throughout this. And you won't see that anywhere throughout any fitness pages, right? That's just not what you see. We go on, what's the other one called? QFit or something like that? You go on that, you see the exact same thing. It's just, you just don't see. I remember the only thing which you saw, which happened, I think it was about 2 years ago. They made like a male body positivity thing where they had a whole load of, larger males, and then they were just like, oh wait, we're all joking, we're just kidding, by the way, because this obviously isn't acceptable. I find it very funny, the sort of double standard we have here, but I'll let him continue on with what he's saying.
Oh, I guess there's actually another similar post right here, and I'm assuming there was probably a lot of did they turn off the comments on this one? It looks like they might have. Oh no,
I don't think people care,
but for the most part it's like
post.
Really fit looking individuals, which is fine,
because there's different levels. It doesn't matter too much, but it's different levels of
which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that either. But the fact that they're showing that you can,
I'm still like, there is literally there has been no point yet.
Be fit while also not looking like a model or not looking like, Adonis, I think that is a really cool thing, right?
I mean, I still agree with that. Like, I think that is a very cool thing. And that's why I said Adonis, right? I said model and Adonis because I was trying to show, like, men as well. And I mean, I talk about this stuff all the time, right? Body positivity. I talk about this stuff a lot because it is important to me. And I do think that more men should get into it. I totally think that that's true. So I just don't understand why. I don't understand why he is taking the stance of, like, he's upset at women almost. It seems like he's almost upset at women because there's not more men in it. And so therefore it's fair that so many men were saying such mean things to that woman that was posted on Gymshark. Like, that's, at least in my head, that's what I'm hearing. And I think that that's a very strange way to go about it.
I think that's fine, right? I think that's true. It's true to show that you can be fit while not looking like an Adonis or whatever it may be. But I don't know, maybe that's what Gymshark's new motto is. I don't know, maybe, but it seems to be very heavily sided towards only doing this for women, not doing this for men, which seems sort of weird to me. And then, taking that into account, if you want to be like a Gymshark athlete, as I was saying before, it seems like the standards... Okay, so let's say you've been, like, training your whole life to become a Gymshark athlete, right? And then you...
Again, this argument makes no sense, okay? I'm gonna keep saying it. If you have been training your whole life to be a Gymshark athlete, you've been training for the wrong reason. And it is not Gymshark's fault that you're not sponsored and some girl that you feel doesn't deserve it is. Guess what? They're a company. They can make any decision they want. So if you have decided to put your whole life into training to become a Gymshark athlete, that is your fault. Your fault. Your fault. Not Gymshark's fault. That's very important.
See this person who has put in significantly little effort compared to you, right? And you see them get to become an athlete.
Significantly little effort compared to you. Now, something that I saw that I've noticed, so people have told me, is that Nelly, the girl that was featured in the Gymshark post, actually has been overcoming an eating disorder, right? That's a lot of freaking work, dude. And just because maybe she might not be jacked or might not be shredded, that doesn't mean that she hasn't put in a lot of work. It's the same thing when you look at someone like me, right? But like, I don't look super crazy jacked. But I mean, I've been working really hard for 7 years, right? Not because I want a sponsorship, just because I want to change my life, right? Like, this stuff blows my mind. Like, think about the person that's been working really hard to become a Gymshark sponsored athlete. How do they feel? I'm like, dude, sucks. They shouldn't have been working out to become a Gymshark sponsored athlete. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Whereas you've put in more effort, more time.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Zach. I appreciate it.
You've researched more stuff. You may have gone to, like, extreme lengths, even putting a detriment on your own health, and then you don't become an athlete.
Guess whose fault that is? Not Gymshark's. That's your fault.
It's unfair. Well,
life isn't fair, dude. Are you kidding me? That's not fair. That's the argument. It's not fair.
It doesn't seem to be unfair. It just is unfair. And I think, as I was saying, I think that's a big problem, as I was saying before.
Something that, I mean, this is, and I know that most of you guys that are probably watching this or here in the stream would assume that I would have this point of view, because again, like, this girl right here, right? I don't know her story. I don't know how she got to where she is right now. I don't know anything about her. So for me, I don't know if she was who knows? Maybe she was 200 pounds overweight and then she lost a lot of weight and that's what her body looks like, right? Who knows?
This is a fair point, right?
I know it is a fair point. Because I use my brain.
It was like a before and after sort of thing, and that's why she got into Gymshark, then yeah, fair enough. I can kind of understand that more. That's a fair point. I'll agree with that.
And I don't think that that's actually the case. But even if it's not, like, the fact that there are comments in here of people that are, like, genuinely body shaming.
I'm curious to see what he does, how he responds to the comments. Because everything he said, while I do disagree, he hasn't been overly mean, right? He hasn't attacked the girl in particular. He hasn't said anything to where, like, he was like, this person is disgusting and nasty. He hasn't said anything like that. So I am curious to see what he says about the comments, because I think that will be really telling. Yeah, he's just been kind of sexist. I mean, yeah, I would agree with that a little bit.
This girl, it's just so sad. Like, it is so sad. Like, okay, so
Okay, I don't think it's sad, first of all. If you go up onto an Olympia stage and you haven't put in the effort
So he said, I don't think it's sad.
comparable to the other Olympia competitors.
Dude, Gymshark's Instagram is not the Olympia, bro. It's an Instagram. Huh? Different. Instagram, Olympia stage, different things. You know? Really different. Really weird that you are comparing those two.
What do you think is going to happen?
If I went on the Olympia stage and I got made fun of, I would be like, of course, because I don't deserve to be there, because the people that are on the Olympia stage have worked really hard, and there are only a certain amount of people that are allowed on that stage, and you have to work to get to that point. People might say, oh, well, you have to work to get on Gymshark's Instagram. That's what people think. But in reality, Gymshark is a company, and it's their Instagram. So they can post whatever they want. Maybe in the past they've posted a lot of jacked dudes and girls, but now they've changed their mind. Huh? Different. If the Olympia wanted me to step on stage with my terry folds and loose skin and walk around flapping around, that I would probably tell them no. You don't want me up there, okay? I don't deserve that. But there's a difference than if a random Instagram page wants to post me. It's a little bit different.
You're not going to win. You're going to be judged, right? That is the whole... You don't put yourself up on...
You're going to be judged because it's a competition where you get judged to win. Instagram is a page. You're not getting judged. Well, people are going to judge you, but it's not the reason you put an Instagram post on Gymshark isn't because you're like, okay, ready to get judged from everyone to decide if I'm worthy enough to be on this page. What?
On a platform like this, which is effectively like a judgment platform, and then not expect it to happen. It seems extremely weird to me, and that is effectively what Gymshark is. It's like a huge competitive stage, right?
Dude, no, it's not, bro. What are you talking about? Who? Dog. Zach said it right there. He said, I think I found the issue here. These people think social media is a competition. Dog, it's not. You think it is because you think you have to get XYZ amount of jacked to earn XYZ sponsorship. That's not how it works, dude. I'm telling you right now, sponsors care much less about how you look versus how much you can do for them. Huh? If you have a big following, but you're less jacked than this dude, guess what? You might get the sponsorship before he does because you have a bigger following, and therefore their return of investment, talking about Gymshark, is going to be better by sponsoring this person other than this jacked, Shanahan dude that has 20 followers. I don't get how people don't see this. I don't understand how this isn't like, oh man, okay, let's just keep going.
People, if you see all these people on these competitive stage, everybody with their physiques, which are like on point, like pinpoint accurate, shredded down to the bone, whatever it may be, right? And then you see this person, and you're like, whoa, hold on a second, this person doesn't seem to be, they're competing in the wrong competition, it seems, almost, right?
It's not a competition, again.
And the fact that they're in this competition, and it will...
I like how he's stopped using it as an analogy, but he's literally just saying the competition like it really is one. Like it's it just is a competition now. It's not even an analogy anymore. It literally is one. Like in his mind, it literally is a competition.
Since it's Gymshark, it's almost like everybody gets a medal because they're all employed by them. It's like, wait, hold on a second. This person has a significantly worse physique, but they're getting the same medal as all these other people who have significantly better physiques?
That's not happening. Again, you made that up.
Like, what's going on here? And people have noticed that, and then they bring it up in the comments or whatever it may be.
Okay. Very important. The way he said that. They bring it up in the comments. They bring it up. That's all they did? I disagree. They did more than just bring it up.
Let's look at these comments, okay? So, these comments right here. So, the top comment says, "This ain't it," okay? This ain't it. Which I'm like, what?
And I know this guy from TikTok, by the way. He's a funny guy.
What is wrong with this picture? It's not like they're showing someone that is really, really, really overweight, eating chips, and like not caring at all about their body, but for somehow they're wearing Gymshark leggings. Like, that's not what they're showing at all. But people are super, super upset. Like, look at this one. Oh my gosh, man. Confidence won't unclog your arteries. Are you?
Alright, so yeah. This isn't actually the guy. It's just a profile picture of him.
Oh, yeah. Real quick to backpedal on that one, huh, boss? Real quick to back. Whoa, wait. I don't know that guy. I don't know him. You know, it's just a profile picture. You know, I would never. Yeah, interesting.
But this isn't his account. I think this is like, bro. Obviously, her arteries aren't clogged. She's not obese, right? That's not the debate we're having here. The debate isn't like whether she's obese or not. Or like overweight. Obese is a weird medicalistic term. The debate, the conversation we're having here is like, is she competition ready? That's what we're talking about. Not
why, dude. That is who is having that conversation? Who is saying like you have to be competition ready to be on Gymshark? Like, if that's really what you think, your mind has morphed so far past what fitness and what health and I think what these companies should really stand for, like Gymshark, Nike, Under Armour, all these big companies, they all are stepping back because they're realizing that when people were so focused on being shredded and being perfect, like that messed a lot of people up. So taking a step back and being, okay, let's focus on actual health and wellness and being healthy instead of just being as shredded as humanly possible. Because I'm telling you right now, being as shredded as humanly possible isn't healthy. And so if these companies are actually going to say that they are health and wellness companies and they care about your well-being, they shouldn't be only promoting being super shredded and jacked. Like, that shouldn't be the only thing that they're promoting.
Whether they're obese or not, or have clogged arteries, which definitely is not happening here. If it is, it won't be because of weight.
Are you kidding? Look at this girl. Like, this stuff, oh man, this stuff is what makes, like, when people say, oh, fit shaming is the same as fat shaming, it makes people look stupid, man. Like, the cognitive dissonance, I'm not sure if that's the right word, but like, to think that someone that looks like this girl has a bunch of clogged arteries because she's not shredded to the bone is absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. And like, when people talk about diet culture, and you guys know that I get upset about those words or whatever, like people being like, that's you're gonna have a ton of clogged arteries because you don't look unbelievably shredded is absolutely ridiculous to me. So let's keep going. Okay, so let's read this one. It's a shame when a fitness page feels the need to be inclusive.
That's actually true. He makes another point here. I'll just let him make the point and then I'll go into it.
Oh, whoops, I didn't show you. Again, it's a shame when a fitness page feels the need to be inclusive. Imagine the start of your critique being like, it's a shame you want to include more people.
Okay, so this is a real dumb point. First of all, real. It's not a smart point at all. Generally, when we have... How am I going to explain this? Whenever we look at a practice, whenever we look at something which is impressive, like being a Gymshark athlete, which is extremely impressive, we see...
It's crazy to me that there are people out there that really think being a Gymshark athlete is impressive. It literally doesn't matter. It's it's a clothing sponsorship. Why? I truly don't understand why being sponsored by Gymshark is such a big deal. Why does it matter? Like, I'm seriously trying to understand this. Why does it matter? It's just clothes, dude. Like, you can buy them anywhere. They're just clothes. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry.
This is being impressive because not that many people are Gymshark athletes. Not that many people are Gymshark athletes because it takes a certain level of commitment, skill, dedication, general physique, genetics to an extent, to even become a Gymshark athlete.
And guess what is more important than every single one of those? How many followers you have. That's literally more important than all of the other things you just mentioned. And that's not to throw shade at Gymshark, but it makes sense. If you are a company that is going to sponsor an athlete, you're not going to sponsor someone that has no followers. It doesn't make any sense. You're not going to be sending this person free product or sending them a bunch of free stuff or flying them places, spending a bunch of money on this person if no one is going to see the posts that they're putting up as sponsors, right? I work with BPN. It's a great company. I really enjoy being a part of that brand. But if I had 10 followers, they wouldn't sponsor me. And guess what? That wouldn't make me feel bad or hurt my feelings. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Right? If Gymshark athletes sponsorships are given out to everybody, then what does it mean to be a Gymshark athlete? It means nothing whatsoever. If everybody's a Gymshark athlete, then it's just synonymous with being a human. It becomes completely meaningless.
Why does it need to mean anything? Why? You got it right, dude. It doesn't mean anything. It's literally a clothing sponsor. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
To have something
like I'm sorry, but I am blown away. I am blown away that people have such a strong connection with a brand that has nothing to do with them. Like, dude, if you no longer support what they're doing, just move on. Right? Like, I mean, I'm trying to understand it, but it's like, if you're so mad about it, no longer support Gymshark then. Right? I'm sure they'll be fine.
Be hyper inclusive inherently devalues that thing. Imagine if everybody got like a gold medal at the Olympics, then a gold medal would be greatly devalued, right?
Dude, I am Gymshark sponsorship, dude, is not even slightly close. Not even slightly close to being an Olympic athlete. Come on, man.
The reason why a gold medal is so impressive to get, the reason why joining the Olympics is or getting into the Olympics is
okay, so the thing that is incredibly frustrating about people like this that make the points that he's making is that this is the person that will say, oh, I can't believe they're posting this type of person on Gymshark's page. That's absolutely ridiculous. Totally devalues everything that Gymshark has done in the past, blah, blah, blah. But they're also the same person that is like, wow, overweight people are so disgusting. They need to work harder. I can't believe that they would ever, like, I can't believe that they're the size that they are. Oh, it's so disgusting. But then when they see someone that is actively working on themselves, they're like, oh my gosh, get out of my sight. I don't want to see you. Gross. It's like, dude, the person needs a chance to work on themselves. And if someone wants to show someone that is in the middle of their journey, hey, good job, I'm going to post you on this page. That's awesome, dude. Why is that a problem?
It's so impressive is because it's difficult to get. That's the whole point. The exclusivity of it is what makes the thing impressive and or meaningful. The more exclusive something is, the more meaningful it is. This comment is smart because it's saying Gymshark has inherently devalued their own brand to an extent. They've devalued the.
He doesn't even know what he's saying. He's like, man, I think he was literally talking in the middle of a sentence. He was like, wait, this is a really stupid point. And then he was like, oh, I guess I have to try and finish this one, huh?
They've made what it means to be a Gymshark athlete to an extent less meaningful, and that is true, and that's why you're seeing.
It's not true, man. It's not true. It's what you think, and that's fine. But you're making these statements as if they're facts, bro. You think that it is now devalued because they posted someone that wasn't super shredded. That's what you think. But I promise you, the vast majority of their followers, the vast majority of people that buy their products are not super shredded. They are not super jacked. They are normal people that probably look more like the Nelly girl than they look like some super jacked Gymshark athlete. So it is more relatable to that person.
This backlash, and because people are just like, oh, Gymshark athlete is so impressive, so all this and all that. And it's like, whoa, okay, so if this person could be a Gymshark athlete, then like, is it really that prestigious? Like, and people obviously react negatively.
Dude, it's not prestigious. And again, that is not throwing shade at Gymshark. It's literally any sponsor isn't prestigious. It's just a sponsorship. Like, so many people, like, it's so strange to me. And I think I've seen Zach saying in the chat, like, people are just literally in this stuff to chase clout. Like, they want this because they want clout. Dude, if you are doing this to get any sort of sponsor, anything other than trying to work on yourself and better yourself, if sponsorships come along because you've proved yourself, that's dope. But if they don't, it shouldn't make you feel like what you're doing is any less valuable. That's not how it should go.
To the devaluation of something which they see as being hyper valuable. People would say the exact same thing if they started giving out multiple gold medals at the Olympia. Imagine if somebody with like a significantly worse physique got a gold medal at the Olympia, the same as somebody with a significantly better physique.
Dude, yeah, that would be wrong because that's an actual competition where there is actual winners. This is social media where there is no winners. It is just pictures, bro.
As I said before, people would say the exact same thing they're saying here because the category is devalued, right? That's the first bit. The second bit is, whenever you have a practice, you have to be pushing a message or you have to be providing some sort of service. The service which Gymshark athletes provide is complicated to figure out to an extent. You could say that they provide more physically, they provide sales for Gymshark themselves, but more like
they provide sales. They provide a bunch of impressions. It is very simple. They make Gymshark money. That's simple. They make Gymshark money. It's not that prestigious. They make Gymshark money. It's that simple. Everyone does it in different ways. Some people post crazy videos of them doing insane stuff that no one else can do. Some people's physiques are really, really impressive. And it seems like now some people are vulnerable and sharing things that most other people maybe wouldn't. All of those just as valid. All of those are going to get eyes on them. All of those, if they're Gymshark athletes, are going to get more people to buy Gymshark. That simple, dude. Not that crazy to understand.
Fundamentally more like non-materially, you could say that they provide encouragement for people trying to become like better athletes. You can say whatever you want there, but whenever this happens, whenever you have a practice, a service, a good, anything like that, if the good is not, if anybody is able to make the good or the service, and the good or the service required skill to be made, then the good or the service is inherently made.
Dude, make a point. Come on, man. This is tough.
How can I say it? It's made to a lesser level. It's worse, effectively, right? The good or the service is worse.
Dude, it took that long to say it's worse. Come on,
relating
man.
this back to what the comment's talking about here, he's referring, in my opinion, more to the fact that since
He finally said it. In your opinion, which is wrong. Okay, let's keep going.
the bar for becoming a Gymshark athlete seems at least to be lowered down here, the service, a non-materialistic service which Gymshark is providing, the inspiration which they're providing to become like this like amazing, unrealistic beauty standards or whatever, which I don't believe in. It's realistic. People just don't try hard.
Okay, bro. Thanks for letting us know.
Is devalued. It's like, okay then, so I should just leave it at this standard instead of trying to go for this upper standard, because they're both Gymshark athletes, and it's like, it's confusing for some people. That's understandable. I don't necessarily
Really? So this is his argument. There is some random person. There's a random person on Instagram, and they are scrolling through, TikToks. They're scrolling through Gymshark's feed for whatever reason, and they see a super jacked dude in one picture, and then they see someone that's not as jacked, and maybe a similar picture to what Nelly posted, and now they are like, whoa, I don't know what to do, because everything that I do is based on this Instagram feed, and now I'm confused. I don't know what to do. No, dude, no one does that. No one is going to Gymshark's Instagram and deciding what their life path is going to be based on what athletes they see there. That literally doesn't happen. You are making that up.
agree 100% with it, but that's definitely understandable. I think that's
How
a
dare
dumb point by him.
Want to
obviously.
include others? Like that's what they're mad about. Jeez, man. Okay, so let's keep reading. It's a shame that fitness page feels the need to be inclusive. She definitely won't be winning any physique shows anytime soon. I miss the old school fitness Arnold Schwarzenegger era was dope, not this unfollow. This comment has 262 likes. There are 262 people that read that comment and were like, yeah, yep, that's it, agree. She's not going to win any physique shows anytime soon. Guess what? Neither are you probably, dude. Neither are you.
I shouldn't have to make this point. Again, it's a very bad point from a beast to beast. There's a big difference between him and her. He is not a Gymshark athlete. Big difference here. If he was a Gymshark...
His life, his worldview is if you're sponsored by Gymshark or not. That's how he looks at everyone. He said, is this person either sponsored by Gymshark or are they not sponsored by Gymshark? That is how I see every single person. That is the only way I can see anyone, whether you're sponsored by Gymshark or not. Oh, is that the president of the United States? He's not sponsored by Gymshark. Oh, is that Olympian gold medalist 4 times? Nah, he's not sponsored by Gymshark. Oh my gosh, dude, this is so good.
Shark athlete, and he was fat, and he was on the front page. People would be there'll be a storm about that. Not this little controversy which we have here. There'll be an absolute storm around him being...
I am almost positive there are Gymshark athletes that would be considered fat that are like strongmen and powerlifters. I can almost guarantee that. So that is a lie.
on there. They'll get him off in a heartbeat. There'll be so much controversy on it. Assuming he's a guy, because it's an app for guys. Only happens for women, it seems. So yeah, it's funny how he could even make that mistake. Surely that seems pretty obvious. It's like you it's like you have somebody in like it's it's like you're speaking to a doctor, and then they and then they say they can't like perform like bypass surgery or something like that, and then the doctor replies, oh well, neither can you, and then it's like, yeah, because I'm not a doctor. Like I don't know.
What? Did anyone understand that? I am so confused.
So should you never be on Gymshark either? Like, this is insane to me that people...
Yeah, he shouldn't be on Gymshark. Yeah, true. That's a fair... Yeah, he shouldn't be on Gymshark. If his physique is bad, no, he shouldn't be on Gymshark. Why are we having people with bad physiques on Gymshark? What's the point of Gymshark then?
What's the point of Gymshark? Dude, they're a clothing company that shows clothes. Like, I don't understand why Gymshark has become this mythical thing in this guy's head that is above everything. Like, dude, it is literally clothes, bro. It's literally clothes. And they're trying to sell clothes to everyone. And trust me, there are a lot of bigger people that are working out that would like to wear clothes. I don't understand how this is hard to understand. Like, I really, really don't understand how this is so hard to understand.
It's just a place where people like it's just an aggregate of random photos of people. Like,
no, dude, it's Gymshark's Instagram that is made and is around so they can sell clothes to people. That's why.
Are seriously this mad about this girl who it's not like like I said earlier, there's nothing wrong with how she looks, but people are genuinely mad. And someone made a comment saying she's not going to win any physique shows anytime soon. Like, dude, guess what? She probably doesn't care. Guess what?
That's true, she probably don't care.
Everyone is trying to win physique shows. Guess what? Look who's not also going to win a physique show. Dude, I did a physique show and I got last place. Does it mean that...
In defense to him, he had a lot of loose skin, right? When you're doing physique shows, I assume there's some sort of rubric, right? There's some sort of generalized way in order to judge people. And when you have somebody on stage with loose skin, that rubric may not apply or may become extremely hard to apply to this sort of situation, right? I don't think his physique was necessarily bad. I saw his physique on stage. I don't think it was necessarily bad, right?
I mean, I agree with that. Like, I'm not mad that I didn't win a physique show. Like, I understand I should have got last, and I got last. That's fine. I don't care. Like, that's not... The point I was trying to make is that just because you're not winning physique shows doesn't mean that you're not allowed to be posted on Gymshark or whatever page. Like, there's no... It's not a necessary thing, right? Like, it's so strange to me, man.
I think it was just hard to judge. I don't think it's his fault. I think his physique was good on stage. I don't really think it's comparable to this, because there's a big difference between... Last place is just kind of like the abyss, right? It's like you could come last place and then you could have not tried at all, or you could come last place and you could have tried 1% less than the person who came second to last, right? And I think obese to beast is definitely closer to the 1% less than the not tried at all category.
And I don't want to chase fitness doesn't mean that I don't want to better myself. Doesn't mean that I should just give up. Doesn't mean that no company ever that talks about fitness will ever post about me. No, it doesn't. But if that's what you think, and you think that you have to be this perfect body, like, why not be like, that's awesome that you're giving other people a chance to be on this platform. Like, oh man, this stuff is... there was one comment that I saw that I was like, I really, really want to read this one. So, guys, it's not normal to have to fight.
I was really hoping he would say something about that point right there. But sadly, of course, he skipped over that one.
Fight back this unhealthy trend. We have to fight back. That's a very normal body. That is a very normal body. And then someone saying it with freaking throw up emoji.
Yeah, obviously that's just rude. People being rude, I will never condone that. Never in my life will I condone people just being mean and people just being rude. However, if people have well constructed arguments like the one, I think my own argument is well constructed. That's why I said it. I'm not going to say random arguments which I think are badly constructed. Like the thing I just said there about the devaluation of the platform. I think those points are fair, but just to say ick, yuck, it's sad to see them. It's sad to see them promoting unhealthy habits. That's more understandable. Gymshark should be...
Uh-oh. Interesting. It seems like he's rounding the corner, and he almost wants to say they should promote healthy people. But he can't say that, and I know he's probably not going to. Because if he says that, then everything I've been saying is like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Interesting.
It's not unhealthy, that's not the thing. It's... I can't say it other than un-Gymsharkly, if I'm going to be honest. But
he said it's un-Gymsharky. That's his argument. I don't like this because it's un-Gymsharky. And I know more than Gymshark. What is Gymsharky, sir? This is un-Gymsharky. You can't do this. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, let's keep going.
Because, as I said, we look at all the Gymshark posts. These people with amazing physiques. Look, before and after pictures. Before and after picture. Amazing physique. We can't really see the physique inside.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this guy. Like, there was a time where he was working to get to that point.
Some of these, which is because they're just doing amazing physique, before and after, amazing physique.
What? This guy right here. This is a normal looking dude. Like, that's boxing. Like, I promise you Gymshark doesn't only care, and I don't even know much about Gymshark, but I promise they don't only care about having physique competitors. There are a lot of people that do sports that don't look quote unquote jacked or shredded, that are unbelievably talented at what they do. It has nothing to do with what they look like.
Gymshark has a before and after, amazing physique. Gymshark has, oh, is that cramp? My life. Gymshark has.
Oh man, there is a guy running right there, not a super crazy physique.
Like this is what Gymshark does, and then like all of a sudden they just like change it up. It's I don't know. This I mean that's fine. This person.
I like how he just skipped over that one. He's like, oh wait, this one's fine. It's fine. It's cool.
Just sitting down, so that's. Like, you see this person here? I don't know which one's the before. I think this one's the after, I'd assume. I'm not too sure. It doesn't matter, though.
It doesn't matter, though. Okay. Good to know.
Still a good physique, even for being in a wheelchair. See? Good physique. Amazing physique. Look at James English here, man. Look. And then it's just like, oh, okay, so we're not doing that anymore. We're not showing amazing physiques anymore. We're showing, like, mediocre physiques. And
they're showing real life is what's happening, my friend. That's what they're showing. It's that simple. They're showing real life. That's what's happening. That's it. Not everyone has an amazing physique. And that's okay. That's what they're trying to show. How is it that hard to understand this?
And then it's like, where did this come from, you know?
Jeez, man. All right, so I'm trying to find. There was one. I mean, this one. This is utterly disgusting, and she should be shamed. Are you kidding me? How is that disgusting? Like, that's not disgusting at all. That is a normal body.
I like how all these people have like meme names, like Built Different, this OK Kuma guy, like. I think these people, these people's sole existence on the internet is to make troll comments like this, you know. I wouldn't take them too, well, I'm assuming she don't take any of these people too seriously, because like, if you're a big figure, you don't read comments.
That's not true, dude. Not true. So this is the argument that a lot of people will use when they say really mean stuff to big people on the internet, is they just start to think that what they say to them doesn't matter because they're probably not going to read it. When in reality, I'm sure she read a lot of these comments, and I'm sure it was very difficult for her. And to just sit there and be like, nah, she probably doesn't read them. You know, she's a big figure. Like, she has a good amount of followers. She has like 200,000, but I have more than that, and I read most of my comments that I get. And I'm sure if a big page like Gymshark or some million amount of followers page posted me, I'd probably read a good amount of them, and that would probably affect my mood. And so just to say like, she doesn't read them, come on, dude, that's not true. It's just not true.
You shouldn't anyway. If you like your mental health, you shouldn't. Or if
you like your mental health, you shouldn't. Or, dude, this dude is victim blaming to a unbelievable amount. If you like your mental health, you should stop reading the comments. It shouldn't be, maybe don't leave really terrible comments about people. No. Don't read them. You know? Don't read them. It's your fault. You read them. You're the one that, now you're sad. Like, it's your fault. Sorry. You shouldn't have read them. Jeez. Come on, dude.
If you grow off controversy, which some people do, which is fair enough, then yeah, sure, read your comments. But like 9 times out of 10, you probably shouldn't.
Oh my gosh, it's insane.
I'm sure this guy has about 5 followers too. And he's telling what people with hundreds of thousands of followers should do. Good job.
Okay, here we go. This is the comment that I was looking for. I think this is it. So it says SMA.
Wow, this person's out here writing an essay in the comments.
Bro, dude, don't even. You can't complain about that when you made a freaking 45-minute video about this. Are you kidding me? He said, hey, this person wrote an essay. Bro, you made a 45-minute video about this.
We got emojis as
And what's funny is that now this is going to be an hour-and-a-half long video for me. Yikes.
full stops. All right, let's see what this is.
It's beautiful. She is happy in her skin, as she should be. But where is the glorification for those who work their butt off in the gym every day and have the discipline to not put whatever they want into their bodies and stick to an ideal diet? Dude, are you kidding me? When almost every other post on Gymshark was people.
I understand this. I understand both sides here. So this person's saying Gymshark should almost be like a near enough sacred place for this. It shouldn't be like, oh, like I always compare Gymshark to a stage, to a competition, right? It's like, oh, you get all these competitors, they're really great, and then they're like, whoa, okay, so.
Bro, he just said Gymshark is a sacred place. My dude, it's a clothing company. That's what it is. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There are some great clothing companies out there. You know, check out workforchangepodcast.com. Get some cool stuff. But there are some great clothing companies out there. But they're just clothing companies. They're not sacred places where you go and walk upon holy ground and worship the Gymshark athletes. It's not like that. You know what, bro? You're not acting very Gymsharkly right now. And it's kind of cringy. I'm just saying.
So wait, you have this like competitor which is clearly not up to par with all the others, and then they got through, and then they're like competing in the highest rung, and then
again, social media is not a competition. Like, it's literally not, and he literally thinks it is.
And everybody in the highest rung wins, and then they won. It's like, what? Like.
Michelle, WWJD, what would Gymshark do? That's what. So I have a WWJD bracelet on. He probably wears a WWGD bracelet. What would Gymshark do? Oh my gosh.
And again, this point is like, there's so many people. Okay, so Gymshark never ever has to make a post like that at all, and they can post a different person every single day. They never have to make a body positive post, and they can post the picture of a different person every single day, because there's so many people. I've seen them with at least 1,000 followers, some of them with at least 10,000 followers, with amazing physiques. Right?
Dude, Gymshark isn't in the business of posting the best physiques. They're in the business of making money. That's what they're in the business of. And so because maybe they're not making money the way you want them to make money, you think that they should post people with 1,000 followers. And I guarantee, dude, I guarantee this person would also have a problem with that, because they'd be like, why are you posting this person that only has 500 followers when this person over here has 20,000 followers and they've been trying to gain their followers for years and years and years? This person hasn't even put in that much work on their social media. How dare you, Gymshark? That's what he would say. Guess what? It doesn't matter.
Right, amazing physiques, and I think that's the point they're trying to make here. It's like, why are you showing this body on your page when there's so many people out there who have never had the opportunity to get on your page, who have physiques which are 10, 20, 30 times better than this person?
Guess what? Because they don't deserve it. Just like I don't deserve it. Just like Mr. Olympia doesn't deserve it. Just like literally anyone doesn't deserve, because it is a clothing company's Instagram and they don't owe you anything. They don't owe you a single thing. And so they don't deserve to post you, no matter if you have the best physique on the planet. It doesn't matter. They don't owe you anything.
It's a completely fair point. The point which Obese the Beast is making here is fair as well. It's like, okay, all the other posts are that. Why can't we have a post like this? And to that I would say, that's not what Gymshark is for. I don't think so. If that's what Gymshark wants to be for now, okay, you've devalued your platform. I wouldn't do that personally, but if that's what you want to do, fair.
You think they've devalued the platform. Again, that's your opinion, but there are probably a lot of people that saw that post and were like, wow, this is cool because this makes me feel better about the body that I'm in, or I can relate to this. So because maybe in your mind it's devalued it to you, it hasn't, that doesn't mean it's devalued it to every single other person.
Fair enough, right?
People that were super shredded and were jacked and were most likely not natural and you probably will never look like, and you should probably not look up to those people because you're probably never going to get there, right? Like, that's what most of those posts were. And so to be upset about that, but let's keep going. Why can't the ones who have earned their bodies only be featured? Only be featured. This is a fitness attire page, right? I don't understand featuring someone who is not interested or serious about fitness. But like, how do...
That's a fair point. There's not really any kickback you can have to that. You can look like this and not be into fitness. You can look like this and be into fitness. It's hard to say.
How do we know that this girl isn't, one, interested or
The person's probably interested in fitness. I guess we could have a look. It won't be that hard to find. It got a lot of likes though, so there you go. What in the world? Why does it only get comments? It got a lot of traction, so eating disorder recovery. I may get banned for this. Don't ban me, please. Oh wait, I've seen this person's post before. I remember seeing this. Hard to say whether they're into fitness.
Guess what, dude? Guess what? You can be into fitness and not put it on your Instagram. Did you know that's possible? I know it's hard to believe now, especially for you who seems to worship Gymshark, but it is possible to post on someone's, to do fitness and work out, not post about it. It's possible, man. I know it's hard for you to probably believe, but it is possible.
Thought so. They seem just to be into body positivity. I don't know if they're into fitness. It seems not, but with you, seems not.
Serious about fitness just because she doesn't look like the models that are normally on the page. Like this type of thinking is why fat acceptance, it is why health at every size, it is why body positivity, all of these movements are gaining so much steam, because there are people out there, dummies to be exact, but there are people out there that see someone that has a
Wrecked. I said dummies. Absolutely savage.
a normal body and is immediately jumps to, she's disgusting, she doesn't work hard,
Again, I shouldn't have to make this point. You can have a normal body, fine, but don't go and compete on the Olympia stage and...
Dude! She's not competing on the Olympia stage, bro! Where are you coming from with that? Like, you've made up this analogy and now it's like you're acting like this is the truth. It's not true. She's not competing on the stage. She was posted on an Instagram page. It is different.
expect to win, or don't go and compete on the stage and expect for people to not judge you for competing on that stage. Gymshark, I said this loads of times during this video, it's a stage, it's a platform.
It's not a stage, dude. It's not. It's an Instagram page, man.
Where you've competed for that space on the platform, then you get to stay there. It's your podium, right? And if you have a podium and people don't think you're worthy of that podium, which, let's be honest, compared to all the other people on the page, doesn't really seem to be, then people are going to be mad that you're on that podium because you don't deserve it. And that's what the comments are saying. The comments are like, hey, there's loads of other people out here with way...
No, that's not what the comments are saying. The comments were saying ick with a throw up emoji. It was people saying this person doesn't deserve to be here. It was people saying very mean things. It was people saying that this person probably has clogged arteries because they're not shredded. So this argument that you're making up, the comments weren't even that. Like, it wasn't like it was people saying this in a calm way like you are, right? It was people saying really, really mean things for no reason. It's different, bro.
Better physiques. Why don't they get a place? And then, what's the response to that? like want to be inclusive, we want to have people like if you want to be inclusive, fine then, just devalue the whole thing. So it's not a matter of working hard, it's a matter of being lucky enough to fit a weird diversity quota. And
No, dude. It's about being able to make Gymshark money. How many times do I have to say it? I don't understand why people for some reason think Gymshark is some holy brand. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And again, I know that this video I'm not trying to sit here and like crap on Gymshark. This is literally any clothing brand that exists. Like, I think I probably shouldn't bring my sponsors into this, but like if BPN did something similar as a BPN sponsored athlete that has in this guy's mind transcended regular mortals, I would not think to myself, wow, I can't believe I'm in this brand. Ugh, disgusting. But the value of BPN has now gone down. No, I wouldn't think that. And I'm sure most, if not all, I would hope all of the Gymshark athletes probably feel the same way.
And then being like ushered in, like I don't know what else to say about that point. I feel like that's pretty obvious again. He keeps on trying to compare like the average person to a Gymshark athlete. It's like they should not be the same. If they're the same, then being a Gymshark athlete is meaningless.
Dude, it's just a sponsorship, man. It's just a sponsorship.
Needs to work harder on her diet. She's eating too much. She's doing this. This is what's wrong. And it's like, dude, you don't know a single thing about this person. And to sit there and say that they are disgusting, like, oh my gosh, man, I'm sorry.
And so this is, that's funny. So there's a comment right here that says, at least Holy Gymshark was on fire in the comments. So what's funny to me is that this guy is so mad about this, right? So, like, he has such a problem, but Gymshark themselves were responding to all of these comments being very snarky, and they were pretty funny, but like it was very clear Gymshark doesn't agree with what those comments were saying. So it's so strange to me that this guy feels like he needs to make a video. Who is he trying to prove it to, dude? Gymshark themselves have basically said, this is what we support, this is what we want to believe in, this is what we want to post. And then now you are making a video. What are you trying to explain to Gymshark why they're wrong about their brand? Like, dude, what? It's just so strange to me. So weird.
I'm getting heated, but like this stuff is ridiculous. And then it says, I follow this page because I love seeing the fit, hardworking models. It motivates me to my core.
See, here we go. Like what I was talking about before, the non-materialistic service, motivation, and then seeing this, it's like, okay, then, like, is this supposed to be a motivational post? Is this supposed to?
Yeah. It's motivational for a big group of people. Not for you, obviously. But guess what? Instagram doesn't exist just to serve you, bro. It's not just for you. There's a lot of other people on the planet that have a lot of other life experience, that have been through a lot of different things that Instagram can serve as well. And so this post might not be it for you, my dude. But guess what? Most of all of other Gymshark's posts will tickle your fancy, and you'll see your buff dudes in shirtless with their abs out, and you'll be happy, and Holy Gymshark will be renewed, and the spirit will live on in the Holy Trinity, and you'll feel better. But this post right here, maybe it wasn't for you.
This is an extremely good comment. Well thought out, detailed. Is a good comment.
Seeing this, however, I feel it really takes away from those who take fitness very seriously and incorporate it in their everyday life. Again, and this goes back to what I've said so many times about the other side with health at every size, or the other side of body positivity. Stop comparing yourself. Why are you comparing yourself to the other people that are on Gymshark? It doesn't make any sense. Why? I mean, just stop.
I'm interested to do what he's going to say. I wonder if he's going to be like, no. I like to compare myself to other people. It's probably going to be something along that motivates me. It motivates me to compare myself to other people.
Did you not just compare was one of your first points not you won't be winning any shows, and then was one of the points you just made not you're not going to be featured on Gymshark or whatever. You probably won't be featured either, or whatever the point was. I don't remember exactly. Like,
Bro, come on, dude. How are you going to try and make an argument and then literally in the middle of the argument forget what the argument is? Come on, dude.
like, you've been comparing people multiple times throughout this video, and I think it's fine to compare yourself to other people. You just got to deal with, like, comparison is not a mentality for people who can't handle it. Comparison is a pretty difficult mentality to handle, because if you
Oh gosh, here we go again. So now only a certain group of people are allowed to compare themselves to others because they have a strong enough mentality, huh? Wow. Interesting. Strange to me.
you fail hard, right? But for people who are good at comparison is the best thing in the world. You compare yourself to somebody else. To some people, it's like a, what do you call it? It's like a,
Dude, please, for the love of God, if you cannot form a complete sentence in a reasonable amount of time, just edit it out. It doesn't take long. Please, dude.
I know what you call them.
Dude, did he like leave? Did he go and get some food or something in between his points? Jeez, man.
It's like a trebuchet or something, right? It's like a slingshot. Like, slingshots a person up. It's like, okay, then I need to be able to be as good as this person. All right, I'm gonna put in all my effort. I've seen this person. Let's go. That's how I feel, right? When I see somebody deadlifting, like,
Okay, so what he is saying is, I agree. It's fine to be motivated by other people. Okay? Totally fine to get motivation from others. But I believe motivation is still fleeting, and it shouldn't be about anything external. It should be an internal desire to better yourself. Okay? Because if you rely on motivation or comparison, that is your metric on how you get better and how you decide to work hard. That is fleeting. And you should instead internalize these things that you want and then work for those things. It shouldn't be what's Bob, Sally, and Joe doing, and I need to see what they're doing, so I am now motivated to work hard. Working hard should come internally before there is any external things that are going on. Because all of those external things, guess what, are not in your control. But what is in your control is what is inside of you. If you can focus on what's inside of you and put that out into the world, I promise you'll be in a better place than if you focus on what Sally, Joe, and Jim are doing. Focus on yourself, work on yourself, because you yourself want yourself to be better. Not because you want to beat someone else. It needs to come from inside.
300 kg, and they're the same age as me. I'm not like, oh, this makes me feel so sad and inferior. I'm like, all right, come on, let's put on the belt. It's time to deadlift. You know, there's different responses that people have. I think just generalizing everybody and saying this sort of comparison is bad is an extremely negative thing for some people. Some people thrive over comparison, like me. Some people don't.
Like me, he just threw that in there. Nice.
Like obese to beast, potentially. I'm not too sure. Like most body positive people are like this way because they can't handle comparison. And Instagram is practically a comparison site, right? It's like, here is this person, here is you. Big difference.
Again, that is your own thing that you are putting out there, like everyone feels the same way you do.
Be like this person, or you're inferior. That's sort of what Instagram says implicitly throughout its posts, which is fine for me, because it's like, yeah, sure, at this moment I am inferior to this person, but hey, not for long, because when you become better than that person who you aspire to be, or when you become as good as them, best feeling in the world. It feels so good. Just to improve, just to get to that level feels so good. However,
I would love to see what this guy has accomplished, and that he is so proud that he was able to beat XYZ person. I'm very interested.
There's a middle ground here, where you, instead of comparing yourself to that person, compare yourself to what you were yesterday. You done 100 on bench for 5 reps yesterday. Now you do 102
Yes, compare yourself to yourself. You want to be better for yourself. Very simple. I already said it.
for 5 reps. You've improved. Compare yourself to what you were yesterday. And then see how you've improved today, right? There are different ways to do this. If you do it like that, you'll probably be more happy, but your gains, your general gains in whatever you're doing will probably be slower.
What? How does he know? How in God's green earth does he know that that's the truth? So if you compare yourself to yourself, you're probably not going to grow as fast. But if you compare yourself to jacked McJackerson over there that's taking a bunch of steroids and that you'll literally never be able to compare to, you'll probably get stronger. How do you know that?
Because you don't have that slingshot, that trebuchet, which people who are good at comparison have.
Do your thing. Like, why do you feel like you, like, there, I saw other comments, and I guess this isn't the one, but I saw other comments of being like, man, imagine working super hard to get Gymshark to notice you only to see this. Like, dude, if the reason you are working out...
Well, that's a good point as well. That's a really good point, actually. Yeah, like, imagine, like, imagine working out every single day for like, however many hours. Let's go to extreme, like 5 hours to become a Gymshark athlete, and then you see this person.
Oh my gosh, he's falling right into it. The whole point is that you shouldn't be working out to become a Gymshark athlete. That's the whole point. Man, I'm really excited to see what he says.
As in becoming a Gymshark athlete, it's like, oh, well, okay, I didn't expect that to happen, but, you know, it's like, oh, well, it looks like what I'm doing here is kind of like meaningless, or I just get the job instantly, or, you know.
Is so Gymshark notices you? Hey, bro, maybe the wrong reason to be working out. Maybe.
There's many levels to what you just said. Okay, so firstly, if you work out, everybody works out for a reason. If you work out, you can work out for different reasons. You can't just work out for one reason, right? So if you
Oh, interesting. You can't just work out for one reason.
work out so that, like, a clothing brand sees you and sponsors you, what's wrong with that? People go to school to get jobs. Like,
There is nothing wrong with being sponsored by Gymshark, dude. I didn't say that. I said if your whole reason for working out is because you want Gymshark to notice you, that's a problem, and you should probably look into that.
why can't people just work out in the gym to get a job? I don't understand what the problem is. That, like, inherently that seems to be completely ethical, completely logical, completely, like, moral thing to do. I don't understand what the problem with that is. Like, you can do it to be healthy, and you can also do it to get a sponsorship, right? It would be cool if I had a sponsorship now. That would be awesome, right?
Oh, dude, we know you want a sponsorship very bad. You've made it pretty clear, my man. But guess what? I don't think that all holy Gymshark in all of their eternal glory will no longer bestow a sponsorship upon thine. I don't think it's going to happen. Just so you know. So, I know that's probably a hard pill to swallow, but it might be time to move on to Alpha Elite or another brand similar.
You could say I'm working out to get a sponsorship, but I'm also working out to become healthier to an extent. I'm also working out to compete in a powerlifting show and place higher in the powerlifting show. I'm also working out because I like working out. You know, you can be working out for multiple different reasons. I don't think working out to become a Gymshark athlete is a bad thing in any way, shape, or form. I think it's a good thing, if anything. Gymshark athletes are the primus of athletes normally. Working out.
Are you crazy, dude? What are you talking about? Gymshark athletes are the primest of athletes? Dude, I'm sure they're great people and they do fine things, but I'm sorry, they're not the prime of athletes. Gymshark isn't out here sponsoring a bunch of Olympic level athletes. I'm sure they have really strong powerlifters and really great bodybuilders and some other, I know that they're getting into more things, but I'm sorry, it is not the end all be all of sponsorship. Come on, dude.
To become one of them is an extremely valiant thing to do. It's like working out to become a Mr.
He just said valiant. This is so weird, the words he is using. Like it's really like it's weird. He's using like Christian or like religious terms to talk about a Gymshark sponsorship. I'm so blown away by this.
To become an Olympian, right? Mr. Olympia, classic physique, whatever it may be. It's like working out to become a IFBB pro or an IPF pro, an IPF world champion. You know, it's like working out to get a world record bench press. It's like or deadlift or squat or whatever. It's like
No, dude. Working out to get a world record bench press is definitely different than working out to become sponsored by Gymshark. Very different things.
working out to get a Guinness World Record bench, deadlift or squat. You know. Again, I don't get that point. That makes sense to me.
Maybe other better reasons to work out. Maybe care about your health. Maybe do it because you want to be better. Maybe not do it because, maybe if I...
Being better and being a Gymshark athlete, mutually exclusive. I would say they're mutually inclusive, if that's even a word. I would say they're interlinked inextricably. I think that's how you say it. So like they're intertwined and they can't be taken apart.
If I work out, Gymshark will notice me.
He said they can't be taken apart. So if you are a Gymshark athlete, you by proxy are now good and the best, and you can never be anything other than that as long as you are a Gymshark athlete, because they are connected at the hip.
And the reason I'm saying that is because I don't think that's why these people are actually working out, but it's giving them a reason to be critical of this post and be complete jerks, right? That is why I think they're saying it. I don't think the only reason they're working out is because they want Senpai Gymshark to notice them. And if that's why you're working out, I'm sorry, that's really sad. That's really sad. If the whole reason...
Why is that sad? Literally, your whole channel is built off working out. You could say you've worked out to grow a channel to 700,000 subscribers.
I mean, you could say that, but that's not why I work out. I worked out for years before I started Instagram, before I started a YouTube channel. I started a YouTube channel because I wanted to help people lose weight. That's why. Not because I wanted a clothing sponsorship. Because guess what? How many years has it been now? 7 years? What clothing sponsorship do I have? Guess how many I could have? A lot. I could get a clothing sponsor if I wanted to, but I don't do it for that. It's possible to have a big following and not be sponsored by every single thing that comes down the line. You can say no, because guess what? A sponsorship isn't anything other than an agreement that hopefully is going to make you money and hopefully going to make the sponsor money. That's all it is. It's not some prestigious thing that has been knighted upon thee, and that is now you are transcended upon mere mortals, and now you can lord over them. That's not what it is, dude. It's literally you get clothes, you post about them, you make money, they make money. There you go. Very simple.
This is like I don't understand how like you completely glanced over this point. How you're judging people for doing something which you've practically done here. You could say like you're working out to not become obese. Okay then, and then you started working out producing videos, going to the gym in order to gain more followers. You've made videos about you going to CrossFit gyms.
What? You understand that you can post things not just because you want to become famous, right? Like that, it is possible.
You are working out to get a following. If you weren't, then you simply would not record it. Right? You've made the channel
No, you're wrong.
with almost 1 million followers, and you're judging people for doing the same thing you've done to a extremely lesser extent. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
reason you're working out is so you can get sponsored by freaking Gymshark. Like, they're just a clothing company, bro. Just buy some clothes.
I am having...
He's mad. He's mad. I said something mean about his favorite brand, Gymshark, and now he's going to be very upset. Oh, no. I'm preparing myself. All right, let's see what he does to me. He's going to wreck me right now.
trouble. You've gone to school for 5 years just to work for a law firm, bro. They're just a law firm, bro. Just hire a lawyer, bro. You've gone to school for 3 years to become a doctor, bro. But
Bro. Getting sponsored by Gymshark is not the same as going to a university for 4 to 5 years or even longer to become a doctor and work in a hospital. Are you kidding me? Is this real life? Are there people out there that are like, it is the same? Like, I love my job, but I'm not going to sit here and say what I do is the same as going to going to college. I don't even know what it's called. Going to college for 8 years to become a doctor. Dude, wow. I am blown away.
bro, just hire a doctor. Like, what in the world is this point? What is going through your head to make this point? In what galaxy, in what solar system this point makes sense? They're just a clothing company. No, it's a business. You know what you get from a business? Money. They're doing it to make a living off of it.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. It's just a business. It is a business arrangement. I don't know why you've turned it in some holy trinity that is a transcendent of all other things, but it's literally just a business partnership between two people. I don't know why you think it needs to be anything more than that. You literally said it. He said it's not clothing, it's a business. Yes, it is a clothing business.
It's just a clothes company. Now, give me a break, dude. My life.
Like, I don't understand how this post right here, how this post can make people say these terrible things. And then, okay, so, and then it goes on. Again, not shaming her. Okay, dude.
Nothing in this shame, though. They literally just said she's not extremely hardworking in the gym, which is true.
Not shaming
Which is true, because he knows.
her, but I don't agree with her being relevant.
That is, it's not worded perfectly, but that is true. Capital T, true. She shouldn't be relevant on the Gymshark platform. Gymshark platform should be exclusively for people with extreme physiques. Compare it to the Olympia, made the comparison loads of times.
Dog, no it it doesn't though. Like, that is what you think, but Gymshark themselves, who owns the Instagram page, disagrees. So how are you going to come on here and be like, but what I am saying is the truth? The owners of the page disagree with what you're saying. How is it so? Like, I'm just blown away, man.
That's how it should be.
Dude, who even talks like that? I'm not shaming her, but I don't think she deserves a platform. Dude, what is wrong with you?
She can have a platform, sure. She has a platform on Instagram, just not on Gymshark.
Why do you care so much? Like,
Because this person may want to be a Gymshark athlete. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe they do. As they care. They said before why they care so much. They care so much because Gymshark motivates them. This post isn't motivational.
yeah, like this comment right here. Not shaming her, but she shouldn't exist. Like, what are you...
It's not saying she shouldn't exist. Saying she shouldn't be on the Gymshark platform.
talking about? Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad about this? I don't get it.
The irony. Why are you so mad? I've got pretty heated because I match people when they get heated normally. But yeah, but if anybody's mad about this, my friend, it is not the comments. I will tell you that.
Bro, yes, I was mad. I was very upset because I saw many comments of people saying really terrible things about a person who now I've discovered is in eating disorder recovery because a platform like Gymshark, they decided to post, a company like Gymshark decided to post them on their Instagram, and people decided to go on there and write really, really nasty, mean, disparaging things about this person that didn't ask for it, and now they are going to have to deal with the backlash and reading those comments, and now their mental health is going to suffer because of those comments. So yes, I was mad. I was very mad, and I'm still kind of mad because you think that it's just funny, and you're sitting back here laughing and thinking it's hilarious because you somehow believe that your vision for Gymshark the religion is the only way to do it. That's why I'm mad. Because you think that you have this almighty plan, and it's ridiculous, dude.
Like, oh my gosh. Okay, let's keep going. We need to finish this comment. This is really becoming a world where everyone receives a trophy having not earned it.
True. That's so true, dude. That last point's so true. Every point which I've made here can just be summed up as this: everybody gets a trophy, and then what does a trophy mean? Nothing. The trophy is synonymous with mere existence. To exist is to have a trophy, and therefore trophy is near enough meaningless.
Following. Heartbroken emoji, peace emoji. Jesus, dude. A fitness page posting an unhealthy body. Nice. Like, oh my gosh, dude. This stuff is, like, again, man, I have talked a lot about health at every size, and I've talked a lot about the fact that I think, for the most part, you can't tell if someone is healthy or not by looking at their body, other than if we're talking about the extremes on both ends, right? Really, really big, really, really small. But, like, to sit here and say, like, a girl like this who has I would say that's a very normal body, to be like, they're unhealthy and they don't deserve to.
Exactly, it's normal. Gymshark shouldn't be promoting normal bodies. They should be promoting extra normal bodies.
Oh my gosh. He said Gymshark shouldn't be promoting normal bodies. Are you kidding me, dude? I'm sorry that this is the world you live in, man. But, like, jeez, dude, that is a really sad way to be looking at this. Like, I'm just blown away because I can tell this guy thinks he has a big brain. He's super smart. He can really, like, he knows everything, right? That's the vibe I'm getting. But to not understand that Gymshark is a company before anything else. They are a company that is trying to make money. And so to not understand why they would post this blows my mind. How do you not understand that of course they're going to post this? And if the argument was, I think they're only posting this because they're trying to make money off of body positivity, that would be a much, much, much more interesting argument. It would be much better to have an argument and have a debate over that. 100%. But to be like, I don't understand, they shouldn't post this stuff. It's like, dude, they're trying to make money. That's why they're posting it. It's very simple.
If they're promoting normal bodies, then it's like, what is the page? Just for normal people? The normal page for normal people. Wow, that sounds interesting. Like, if I wanted to see normal, I'd just go outside. Like,
to be here or deserve to be relevant is absolutely. It's just sad. Like, it really is sad that people.
If you want to make a normal page with normal people, go on. See how well it does. It won't do well. You know why? Because no one cares. If people want to see normal people, they'll look outside. People want to see extraordinary people, extra normal people, supernatural people, some people may even say.
Dude, it's like he has made the argument that it's now like Gymshark only posts this stuff. And this is the only thing that's out there. And everything has shifted to this. The majority of their content is still super jacked dudes. Like, still super fit people. So, like, I'm confused how them adding something for you takes away from whatever experience you were getting from the page. Like, because they're adding more people, making more people feel like they belong, it is somehow taking away from how you feel about the page. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Enhanced people who've been on gear for 10 years, people who've been taking TRT, people who've done extreme feats, people who are able to squat like 100 kg with only having one, probably more than 100 kg, I don't know what people can squat with only one leg. With people who can squat like 200 kg only having one leg, people who can do this, people can do this extreme feats. That's what people care about. Imagine if the Olympics was just like normal people running and jogging and doing like high jump or whatever. Who cares?
How is the Gymshark page at all the same as the Olympics? I am blown away. And then his argument was they should show more people on steroids so we can give people an unrealistic expectation of what to expect if you work out. Nice. Great argument, bro. Good job.
No one
will have, like, I think Okay, I'm going to try and relax for a little bit. I think that it's great that people love fitness and they love working out and they love this stuff so
I've been recording for so long. Oh my,
much
that's
that
42
it,
minutes.
invokes this like feeling in them. But if you have let it take you over so much to the point where you go on these pages and you're commenting this stuff because you're upset, like it really feels like a lot of the people that are leaving these comments are genuinely mad because they're not on Gymshark. Like that literally boils down to, I'm not on Gymshark, so I'm mad that this person is.
If their physique's better than them, then they should be mad. Like, is that an unfair position?
So he is agreeing with me there. Nice. Awesome.
Shouldn't Gymshark be a meritocracy and not like some random diversity quota anybody gets in if like we like them?
No. Gymshark should, if they care about making money, do anything that they think will make them money.
Like weird like pseudo nepotism. Like, shouldn't it be a meritocracy? Harder you work, more likely you are to get on Gymshark. And if it's not a meritocracy, people are always going to be mad because then people can't get it. It's like saying, it's like being cursed or being blessed.
I'm convinced this guy thinks he is a pastor or something. This is so strange, the words he is using.
Without putting in any effort. It's like, you've just been blessed, now you are a Gymshark athlete. Oh, you've been cursed, you can never be a Gymshark athlete. Then it's like, whoa, so there's nothing I can do about this? No. And then it's like, you expect people not to be angry at that?
Like, that stuff is insane to me. Like, I've had people comment on my pictures with my sponsors and stuff. I don't have very many, but they're like, wow, it's ridiculous that he's getting recognition because he was unhealthy and ate whatever he wanted for 20 years of his life. And
here's the difference. You are extremely impressive. You went from, I don't know, whatever weight you were, to like now, where you were obese. That's the whole point. That's why it's impressive. That's why people watch you, because you have an extremely unique insight. I don't think this person does. They have an eating disorder, so.
Okay, dude. Again, it's not going to be interesting to you. Again, dude, it's so strange to me that people get so tilted because something is posted that maybe doesn't resonate with them a lot. Like, just because it doesn't resonate with you a ton, that doesn't mean that it's worthless. Like, that post, for me, doesn't really mean much. I didn't get much out of it. But I can still understand that there are many, many people that post will help. And so just because maybe it doesn't resonate with me doesn't mean I need to go on and post, wow, this is terrible. I can't believe this. This is disgusting. There's no use for it. It doesn't make any sense.
I guess that's a unique insight.
now he's changed his life, and now he gets a sponsorship. But I've been working hard my whole life, and I don't have any sponsors. Like, it's like, dude, I don't do...
I'm not going to talk about... It's a prodigal lost son sort of deal, innit? It's like the son went away, then the son comes back, and then they all make loads of parties for the son. And then the other son, who's stayed there for the whole time, is like, wait, where's my party?
He really is like making arguments based on the Bible or something. The prodigal son, so weird.
That sort of seems to be the point he's making here, which I agree with. But that's not the point the people on the Gymshark page are making.
Do this stuff to get sponsorships. That's the point. Like, I don't post the stuff that I post because I want sponsors to notice me. If that's why you're posting stuff, if that's why you're into fitness...
Why do you post it, then?
To help people. I post it because I think it's interesting. I post it because I want to make myself better. I post it because I think it's interesting. I post it because I think it's funny. I post it because I think it's fun to watch. I post it because it makes me money. I post it because of a lot of things. But I don't post it because I want a sponsor to notice me.
Is because you want sponsors to notice you, you're in it for the wrong reasons. It's just that simple. And trust me when I'm saying those sponsors that you're trying to impress will see right through you, because they deal with thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are trying to get sponsored by Gymshark for no other reason than to be able to say I'm sponsored by Gymshark.
Matt does fitness. Put in an email asking to be sponsored by Gymshark. After putting in that email, he was sponsored. I know a few of my friends.
Matt Does Fitness, one, is one of my friends, and two, had thousands and thousands and thousands of followers before he was sponsored by Gymshark. He is incredibly strong. He is incredibly fit. He has been working out for many, 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 many years before he was sponsored by Gymshark. So I know for a fact, if I had a conversation with, again, my friend who I have met many times, he would say he did not start working out because he wanted to be sponsored by Gymshark. He actually was, back in the day, he was a physical education teacher and taught kids how to work out and all that stuff. So do you think that the reason Matt Does Fitness was a physical education teacher for years and years and years was because eventually he thought he was going to be sponsored by Gymshark? No, that's not why he did it.
Who put in emails about being sponsored by Gymshark, and then they became, well, not a few, I know one, and then they became sponsored by Gymshark. Were they doing it for the wrong reasons? Like, is Matt Does Fitness doing what he does for the wrong reasons? Like, I don't know.
Guess who cares? No one. No one cares.
Well, people care, evidently. Like, if you get featured on the Gymshark page and then you're like, hey, I'm a Gymshark athlete, people are going to be like, whoa, that's pretty cool. Like, people definitely care if you're a Gymshark athlete. Like if I...
You care if people are a Gymshark athlete. Because guess what? If there's a new Gymshark athlete announced tomorrow, guess who wouldn't even know? Me. Probably a lot of people in this chat. You care a lot because you care a lot about Gymshark, and that's fine. You can care a lot about Gymshark, but just because you care, again, doesn't mean that everyone else cares about Gymshark. Right? So you can care about something while simultaneously a lot of other people don't care.
I go into a gym and then being a Gymshark athlete comes up. It's like imagine saying that about somebody who's an established. Imagine saying that about David Lade. It's like, oh, nobody cares if you're David Lade, bro. It's like,
I don't really know who David Lade is, but I'm sure if he became not a Gymshark athlete, he would still have a lot of people that cared about what he'd post, and he would still care about a lot of, there would still be a lot of people that cared about his pictures, and if he got sponsored by another clothing company, people would be like, okay, whatever. Really wouldn't be that big of a deal.
People care, you know. If I see David Lade in the gym, I'm taking a photo with him, 100%. Come on now. He's David Lade.
Exactly. He's David Lade. He is not a Gymshark-sponsored athlete named David Lade. Right? So you're telling me if you saw him in the gym the day after he announced, I am no longer a Gymshark-sponsored athlete, you just walk by and be like, ugh, gross. Disgusting. You're not sponsored by Gymshark anymore. No, I'm sure you'd still want to take a picture of him, probably give him a hug, and be a little too clingy with him.
He is Gymshark, in my opinion.
Exactly, in your opinion.
Sorry. I know that I was triggered in this, but I was reading the comments and I was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I think that I'm like losing my voice. I think that this is really sad, and it's really sad to see, and it's kind of disgusting, and I hope that Gymshark keeps...
I gotta stop recording. Either my videos are extremely long and extremely short, honestly. Alright, I've been recording for almost an hour. Alright, I'll see you a lot later. Beast to Beast, hopefully you see this. I'm gonna post it in your Discord, so yeah, I'll see you later. Peace. Alright,
wow. Well, I think that that is, I don't know, man. That literally like blew my mind. We've been talking about this for over an hour and a half, and I think it really is sad. Like the takeaway from this is it really is sad that there are people out there that have put clothing companies on such a big pedestal that they have like these like almost ethereal thoughts about them to where what they should do, what they shouldn't do, what they should post, what they shouldn't post, when the company themselves have been like, this is what we're going to stand for. It's really, really sad to me. And that was really tough to get all the way through. Oh my gosh. Also, like, when people like come in here and say like, next video, stop talking, like, don't do that, man. Like, just, if you don't want to watch it, just leave. Like, that stuff's really, I don't know. That stuff's, like, you don't have to stay if you don't want to watch it. I don't know. I don't like when people are just like, go to the next video. Like, it's like telling me what to do. I don't know. That's just, that stuff is just, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to read some of these super chats because I know I missed some, but I just didn't want to get sidetracked. Okay. I know a lot of these are really old, and I apologize, but okay, so Jeffrey said, "Can you imagine how this model is feeling right now after reading all of these reviews? She is working out, life motto 101, never make fun of someone trying to help themselves." I agree. And then Ingen said, "I just wanted to say thanks. People like you were a great help on my journey of weight loss." Well, thank you so much. Danny said, "All body types can wear workout clothes." Yes, they can. Captain Helmet, who we were talking about earlier in the stream. This super chat brought to you by hashtag Team Captain Helmet, official beef sponsor of the Obese to Bees live stream. P.S. Hello to any Gymshark reps watching. Vinay said, "You are right. Don't listen to the haters. Keep up the great content. Love from the United Kingdom." And then Ellen, she said, "He's got Gymshark on such a big pedestal. He can understand anyone that doesn't see it. He can't understand anyone that doesn't see it his way." Yeah, I mean, 100%. I agree with that. I love the advice you give. Thank you. Honestly, I think it's awesome they posted it. The worst I feel about myself is when I'm sitting down because a relatively flat stomach will turn into rolls while sitting. And that's something that a lot of people miss. It's like, dude, everyone, when you sit down, like even if you're pretty shredded, you're going to have rolls, right? Like that is a completely normal thing. We should celebrate people working on themselves before and after, not just after. Yes, I agree. I love you. Love your content. Please keep it up. You're inspiring, and I love the discussions. Well, thank you very much. Gymshark is the Power Rangers of fitness. You got to be a teenager with attitude. You think this guy is trolling at all? No, I really don't. I think he 1000% believes everything that he said. And I think that every point that he thinks he made was very solid. I think they really want to buy into what the brand represents, so they are buying into the elite athlete aspect of Gymshark, posting something more average, whatever is killing that superiority. Fit Fatty said, "Thanks for advocating all body types." Well, thank you. I'm always trying to help. Okay, I'm buying Gymshark clothing now. I got so peeved that I went on a mildly incoherent rant in the server, in the right chat, LMAO. Trolling or not, it was pretty sad. I'm willing to bet he attacked someone else's video next to try and get them to respond. Most people before and after pictures used in advertising are taken out on the same. Most before and after pictures are taken on the same day. I wouldn't say most of them. I would say it's less now for sure. Doubt that guy makes any other video. No, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he watched. He's probably gonna see this and think he still made all of his points were still like correct. You know, he seemed like he just wanted to be mad at women. Yeah, that's kind of I kind of got like the kind of like incel, like mad at women just for existing kind of energy off of him. Especially when he went into like the religious stuff. That's something that you'll see a lot. It's very strange. Like it's like very women are ruining everything kind of thing, right? And it was very strange. Like, and yeah. I don't know. It's just strange to me how you can read a bunch of those comments on that post about her and basically want to defend them. Like that's really sad. Like I just can't imagine choosing to defend those comments. I've lost 110 pounds in 9 months and still have 150 to go. I hope people don't hate on me the whole time till I hit my goal. The journey should be supported as much as the destination. Yes, I agree with that. I feel sorry for the guy. We should invite him to make friends with us. I mean, you can try, but I mean, give it a shot. He probably feels women owe him attention too, and he doesn't get it. That's a very similar argument that a lot of like incel arguments, right? Where it's like, I am deserved this attention because of this thing that I own, right? Or like this body that I own or this physique that I own, and I'm not getting the attention from this girl is like the incel argument. But for him, it was like he just replaced girl with Gymshark, right? And so he's like, Gymshark isn't noticing me, but they're noticing this person. And in the incel argument, it's this person is the Chad that doesn't actually care about the girl, right? And so it was literally that argument just with other things plugged in. Like that's what it seemed like. And so it was just interesting. It was interesting seeing that play out. And I don't know. It was very interesting that like his arguments really didn't seem like, it was funny because a lot of times he was like, I agree. And I'm like, I don't know. Mar said, Senpai, notice me. You are noticed. He was in the chat while you were talking. Oh, that's funny. The wording was very undeserved on her photo. However, it is far-fetched to think that people who've achieved a certain look through hard work and dedication would feel underwhelmed at the situation. I don't know what you're trying to say there. As I said earlier, this is the same backlash, the level of hate Ashley Graham got for making Sports Illustrated cover of the swimsuit issue. Why do people keep referring Gymshark as a fitness company? Aren't they a gym clothing company? Yeah, I mean I'm sure they're more than just gym clothing. I'm sure they make other things as well. Yeah. LOL, it's like they watched a 90s high school movie and got mad because life isn't like that. But usually there are plenty of fallacies in their argument style and unfortunately very black and white. He was full of hot air and frankly I was bored by his jibber jabber. It seemed like he was holding the women on Gymshark to a higher standard than the guys on there. It just seemed like he held them to different standards. The amount of work you put in does not show one-to-one in your appearance. How could you possibly tell how much work someone's put in if you don't know where they came from? Yeah, I agree. New word, involuntarily amateur. You can't make money if you only appeal to 1% of the population. They want to sell to as many people as possible. Yeah, exactly. And that was like the point, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not saying that in a mean way. Like that is what companies exist to do. Any company. And so of course they're going to try and do that. Alexa, he's a gym cell. Oh my word, man. I don't understand why Gymshark is a big deal. There are a lot of exercise-related apparel that you can get a sponsorship if you really want to. Yeah, I don't know. It's just strange to me. Today's video was like Father Chungus Big Bad Inception. It was great. I work my butt off daily and don't look shredded. I wouldn't let anyone tell me that I don't work hard. I just didn't like that they kept calling her unhealthy. They are not her physician. That kind of thinking can be dangerous. I hate seeing so much hate in these posts because it makes me self-conscious and more likely to want to over-restrict. But I know that's not the right way to go about it. I think it's wonderful. That's actually a great point. So, and that's one of the things that, like, I guess was in the back of my head is, like, I understand it's not like the only person seeing these comments are that girl, right? It's a bunch of other people that might feel similar to her or might feel like they look similar to her that are now seeing all of these comments of people basically shaming this person. And so it's not just how does that person feel, it's how does anyone that might look similar to her or, bigger or worse, in quotes, than her feel reading that. Like, that's important as well to think about. Oh, thanks, Joseph, for joining. I appreciate it. I just don't get why people feel the need to comment negatively to insult people. Yeah, I really don't. It's to make them feel better. Hey, John, hope the stream has gone well. Yeah, it's been fun. We've been hanging out for a while now. Joseph said, these videos are too good. Speak the truth, John. Well, thank you so much. They just want to allow ordinary people to picture themselves in their clothes and buy them. Why doesn't he get that? Yeah, I like, I don't understand why that is so difficult to understand. Like, I really don't understand how it's so hard to get that. I don't know. I think I'm going to upload that, but I mean, it's so long. It's like an hour, 40 minutes. But I mean, I think that it's important to talk about, and I think it's important to, I think it's an important video. But it's just like, the only thing is, like, I'm not trying to give this guy a bunch of clout and like have a bunch of people go to him. And I'm not even trying to, have people go to him and be mean. Like, that's what's kind of, I don't know. Also, if you look at his IG, he tagged his post with hashtag girls who lift. Remember the uproar when Nike sold plus size gym clothes? Yeah, and I remember I made a video about that and how I was like, man, it's ridiculous that people, like the same people that are mad about their showing plus size fitness gear are the same people that are saying you shouldn't, I don't like seeing big people at the gym, or if you're big, you should work out. And it's like, well, yeah, if you're big, maybe you should work out, but you should, like, how are they going to be able, like, they should also have clothes to be able to work out in. Like, I don't know. It's just, the argument doesn't make any sense to me. You should 100% speed up the guy's video before you upload it. It'll cut out in like 30 minutes. It's just hard because it's all together. So if I try and speed up his video, my video would get sped up, and then I'd have to sit there and literally cut every single section of when he's talking, and it's almost impossible because he already sped up my video. So if I tried to do that, it just wouldn't work. There's no way I could do that because my video is already sped up in his video. So then my video would be like super speed. It wouldn't be watchable. Like, you wouldn't be able to watch that. LOL, what are biggers supposed to do? Work out naked? Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. The guy who made that video better be super jacked or else his arguments are invalid. Captain Helmet. Does your merch store have any plans to sponsor anyone? We don't have any plans right now, brother. But I liked your posts, man. They were funny. I know I saw you in there. I apologize I wasn't able to talk to you, but I was trying to get through that freaking 45-minute long video. But I think what you're doing is very funny, and I appreciate it, and I will continue to beef with you so you can gain clout, so you can gain that sponsorship. I guess for those guys, working out is only about feeling better than others. So when someone who isn't shredded is celebrated, they get triggered. Yeah, I think that's part of it, is that, like, a big part of why they work out is because they want to be better than, right? Like, that's a big part of it. But I think that's a wrong way to go about it. And again, you said it perfectly. Like, when they see someone that they feel is less than them become now sponsored, and in their head now they're above them, that makes them feel bad. Hashtag make obesity sponsor Captain Helmet. But yeah, that was quite the experience, man. I didn't think I'd be able to. I didn't think I would be able to get through that whole video. That was very, very rough. That was very, very rough. But I think it was good. There was interesting arguments that I think were made. But yeah. If enough of us insisted on working out naked, eventually they'd have to come up with better clothes. This past year, Gymshark has sponsored a paralyzed female. She is not supposed to be an athlete by their standards. Is she not supposed to be an athlete? Yeah, I think that's. I think that's awesome. The Y is a safer place to work out as a heavy person in my gym. In my opinion, gyms freak me out. Yeah, the Y is actually awesome, man. The one near me actually has a really nice pool that I think I will. I think once everything starts opening and is more normal, I think I might want to go to the Y so I can use their pool for when I'm training for my triathlon. Just because I think it's just nicer from what I've seen. Obesity Beast only sponsors the pinnacle of human performance. Keep dreaming. Even more prestigious than the almighty Gymshark sponsorship. You think walking 4 miles in 60 minutes is good for low impact cardio? Yeah, that's quick, man. That's walking fast. I usually will walk like 5 miles in 2 hours. My walks are I'm very chilling on my walks. What's happening? Nothing, man. You missed it. We had a long talk you missed. It'll be up though, but it's a freaking long video, so. Obesity sponsorship makes the Olympics look like kids' games. And you're only training for that triathlon so you can get a Gymshark sponsorship, right, John? That's right, man. I'm trying to get that Gymshark sponsorship. Okay. What I think would be unbelievably hilarious is if I got sponsored by Gymshark. Like, could you imagine if I got sponsored by Gymshark after all of this? Dude, that would be so funny. Like, that would be the pinnacle of, like, oh, man. That would be so funny. His head would explode. Oh, please let it happen. Oh, God, please do it for the meme. Top 10 anime betrayals. Imagine I just start doing these streams in Gymshark clothing. Oh, my God, dude. That would be so funny. Gymshark to John. Yo, dog, want a sponsorship? Let's all write Gymshark and encourage this. Dude, that would be so funny. Oh, my gosh. Do I have any? Oh, God. People are messaging Gymshark now. Let's be real. If it's all about getting the brand name out, this has been awesome for Gymshark. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I'd buy it if you're sponsored by Gymshark. I think if I ever wanted to work with like a clothing company, a big thing that would be important to me is making sure, like, I would want to make sure that there were sizes that, like, it's not like they only stopped at like XL or something, you know? Like, that would be important to me. So I don't know if that's even something that they can do. They went above 2X. I just want to say I love your videos, though. They've inspired me to try and build muscle for myself. You got it, Mad Max. I believe in you. Where's the line between worrying about the people who could be seeing what you comment on a post, and if you don't like something, then don't watch it? I'm trying to understand what this is saying. Could you rephrase that a little bit? Because I'm kind of confused. But I will try and answer it once I understand. Gymshark didn't need the clat. Now they just need to appeal to a bigger audience. XL is way too big for anyone. I wear a size XL. They don't go up very high, but I'd love Gymshark to sponsor you anyways. You guys are too sweet. But I mean, if I did, I'd want you guys to actually be able to like get the stuff. You know what I mean? I wear a double XL. I wore a size 5XL at my heaviest, actually up to a 6XL. But I only bought the 6XL because, like, something that I used to do. So like, for me, obviously you don't go from like large to 5XL, and like, how do you get there, right? So for me, my mentality was always, I don't need to get the bigger size. I don't need to get the bigger size, but I just think like I kind of want it to be bigger now, and so I will go up a size, right? So normally I'm wearing XLs, and eventually, like, I'm like, oh, in my head it's not, oh, I don't fit into these clothes. It's, my mind would always say, you just get a bigger size because you want it to be a little bit bigger on you. I don't know. I was like, I just remember that was how I kind of would always tell myself, and like how I would like go up sizes. And same thing with like the like pants. I would be like, oh, you know, they're not too tight on the waist, but like my legs are getting bigger or whatever, and I just need a bigger size just to be more comfortable. That's kind of what I would always kind of tell myself. So yeah. You should make your own clothing brand. Well, I do have my own stuff, so that brand right there, Work for Change, that's my brand. So this hat is actually from. Don't look at my hair, okay? Don't judge me. But this is one of my hats right here. Oh yeah, people were asking what my hair looks like when it's down, so this is what it looks like. That's it. That's how long it is. If we put it all in front. So that's how long my hair is. Look like Nick Carter. You know? I could tuck it behind my ears. That's a look. Huh? That's a look right there, huh? Yeah, man. That's lit. That is why when I don't have my hair done, I just put it in a hat. It's hard. I'm like looking in the reflection or like my screen, and so everything's backwards, and so I'm just like trying to put things on. Don't ever do that again. Don't worry, I screenshotted it for you. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm sure there's gonna be some people that make memes out of me. It's fine. It's fine. You look a bit like Jordan Catalano with hair like that, but you're probably too young to get that reference. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. You up for some Fall Guys? I don't know. I usually try and do my gaming streams later in the day. Jared Leto. If you're seeing this comment, it's no coincidence. Please store up your food and water for the winter. It's going to be brutal. Trust in Jesus. Pre-prepared. No power, especially if you have kids. Okay. He's crushing COD lately. Yeah, I'm trying, man. Yay to other old people in the chat. LOL. Work for Gymshark. Do you do live streams during the weekdays? Are you joking? Because it is currently a weekday and I am live streaming right now. We're posting GIFs in general right now. Yeah, of course you guys are. Again, hey, if you guys are here and you're not part of the Discord, you should do it. Seriously, it's awesome. What is your favorite fitness brand? I would maybe say Under Armour just because they've always been really cool to me. Like, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I'm like wearing their shorts. These are my favorite shorts actually by them. Can you see them? I like that they have the scalloped fit like here. But I forget what they're called. They're like the knit something or others. But they've like, as far as like fitness companies, I don't know. I just wear I get a bunch of other things. I get them from everywhere. Not Gymshark. Blocked and reported. Who would win in a fight between a grizzly bear and a silverback gorilla? I honestly think the gorilla would win. Because the gorilla is more agile. Like they have like opposable thumbs and they're freaking like just absolute monsters. Yeah, I think the gorilla would win. Because they can be more cunning, man. They can like grab a branch and be like whap and like hit the grizzly bear. I'm not sure why they would do that because they're like their hands could like rip a bear apart. But yeah, I think the Rip Harambe, we haven't forgotten. Rest in peace. Man, this has been a fun stream, you guys. There's been a lot of people up in here the whole time. Who would win in a fight, a Gymshark athlete or a gorilla? Well, according to that guy, probably the Gymshark athlete would win. Oh my gosh. How do I send money in a comment? There should be like a little money sign down there by the comment, and I think that's how you do it. Who would win in a fight, you or Greg Doucette? Not me. I'm not trying to fight Greg. No, thank you. He can do his thing. I'll leave him alone. Gorilla in Gymshark with lasers. Hey, there you go. So many people, so few thumbs. It's all good, man. I understand. I think a lot of people that watch the live streams, like they might like. I know something that I do is a lot of times I'll like put a live stream up, but I'll just like throw it onto my TV right from my phone. But then I'll have my phone in my pocket and I'll be like doing laundry or doing other things. So I'm not like focused on my phone. So I'm not like hitting like or even commenting. Because I know there's a lot of people in here right now that haven't left a single comment because they're not on their phones or on whatever device that they're listening to it. Because most people, right, a lot of people that watch live streams are listening, especially if it's not a game, right? Like when you're not gaming, it's just me talking. And so you don't necessarily need to see it. You can just listen. And I think that's what a lot of people do. So that's why I don't really harp on like, oh, there's not enough likes for me. Like it's fine. Do you ever eat fast food anymore, John? What's your fave? The only like real fast food that I eat anymore is pretty much Chipotle. I would say that that's pretty much the only like fast food I eat now. I'm trying to think of anything else. Like I don't like I'll have Chick-fil-A very, very rarely. It's just because like Chick-fil-A for me doesn't have like it doesn't fill me up. So I'm just like, I'll eat it and I'm like, well, I'm still really hungry. And so I would need like 2 things from there to feel full, like 2 meals. So yeah. What do I get from Chipotle? So I always get so what I get from Chipotle isn't in any means like healthy or a good option if you're trying to lose weight. Okay. But what I get there is I get a bowl. I get white rice, pinto beans. I'll either do barbacoa or steak, either one of those, and I'll do double. So I'll get extra of that. I'll do meat, mild and corn salsa, and then I will do. I'll also do fajita veggies before that, and then I'll do lettuce, and then I'll do a guac, and then I'll get a side of chips. So that's kind of that's usually what my order is, and then I'll sometimes like I've eaten Subway maybe twice in a few years, so like that's very rare. But I get Chipotle like usually at least once a week, maybe twice. So I get that pretty frequently. Yeah. I used to swear by Chipotle when I did keto. They have great low carb stuff. Yeah, if you do like just some lettuce and maybe even the fajita veggies, I'm not sure if you can do that. But then guac and stuff like that. Okay, so here we go. Where is the line between worrying about the comments under an Insta post and the people who could be reading them, like the GS post and the extreme fat girl flow? Describes carefully wording everything to avoid offending a specific group. I mean, I wouldn't say I know where the line is, but I think that, like, I do think that, like, I think there's a difference between, like, being intentionally offensive, right, to try and hurt someone, or someone seeking out to be offended. Like, I think that there is a difference there. We have a hometown place that's the same concept as Chipotle, but 1,000 times better. We get it all the time. Ooh, that sounds good. Beast to Beast, are you Mexican? No, I am a white boy. I think as I get more tan, some people have... I actually, growing up, I used to get a lot of people that would ask me if I was Mexican. I think part of that's because I live in San Diego, which is literally like right next to the border. And apparently I look like... I think less now because I have the beard and stuff, or not beard, but I have facial hair. But a lot of people would say I looked like Canelo Alvarez, which is a Mexican. I think he's Mexican. If he's not, he is a boxer. I'm not sure if he's from Mexico. If I might be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. But yeah. Dude, even if I can't tune into all of them, gotta respect you for streaming so consistently. Love the effort and so glad to see you come this far. You helped me so much in my journey. He's from Mexico. Okay, cool. Latino. Is that the correct term? I totally thought you were Hispanic. Really? That's so funny. No, I'm just white, man. I think I'm 33% French, which probably you can tell by my facial hair. But Hispanic is the right term. Okay. But I am, I'm 33% French, but I mean, if someone asked me, I'm just white. I don't know. Can you do more recipes from Greg Doucette's book? Yeah, I think it might. Maybe I'll do another. I think in the future, maybe it'd be fun to try to do another full day of eating of his recipes. Maybe do some that are like, try to do ones that I messed up and stuff like that. 3 years and yet you still inspire / motivate me. I hope you realize how cool you are. Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say. Do you still have a girlfriend? Yes, I do. What are your thoughts on Reddit Fat Logic? You seem to be a hit over there. I made a video a while back where I was reading through some of them. I like it. I think sometimes some of the posts can be a little bit mean, but something that I do really like about Fat Logic, and I think that this, I'm not sure, I haven't looked at it in a little bit because I have been trying not to use Reddit as much, but because I have so many other things. But I do like that whenever something is posted, everything is blocked off. So you can't tell who the person is, so people don't do like the witch hunt thing and try and find the person. I think that is, I like that a lot. Like, I really think that is, like, that makes me happy because it's so easy for people to see stuff and get mad and then go to the person's page and say mean things. And I don't like that happens. So I think that's really cool. I love watching these get up at 6 a.m. for the beginning of the stream each day. Wow. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoy them. Have you interviewed a man in the body positivity movement? No, I don't think I have. But I mean, I guess you could technically say I am, right? But I would love to do more stuff with men in like the body positivity or health at every size movement. It's just, I haven't really found many. I haven't really found many. And the ones that I have found have never really been interested in talking to me. So, what kind of dog do you have? So Bailey is a half golden retriever. Well, I'm not sure if half, but she is, because she's just like a mutt, but she's part golden retriever and part cocker spaniel. So I'm not sure if it's exactly half, but that's what she's mixed with. I'm still catching up, and I'm legit dying from laughter right now at the long pause. Did anyone else understand that? DiCaprio definitely trying to get into the pants. I've had some people compare me to that, and I will take that any day. Leonardo DiCaprio is a very, very attractive dude. So if people want to compare me to him, shoot, man. I'll let them do that all day long. Hey there, you've been a huge inspiration to me over the years. I lost 115 pounds in the last couple of years. I've gained 40 pounds back, and I'm back at it. Thanks for the motivation. Well, you got it, Chantel. Sprint a mile every morning and evening the rest of your life, or never do CrossFit again. I'd probably do the mile every morning and every evening because I really like CrossFit. Amberlynn is always documenting a weight loss journey, and then she quits and then documents another one. We've talked about Amberlynn. We're not going to be doing any more videos on her. I think I'm kind of over that. There's no point to it anymore. And especially, I mean, maybe I'm wrong about this. But I know that she recently came out, like she was saying that she had cancer and stuff. And I'm not comfortable with, making videos about that. I don't know. It just seems, it's not something I want to do. Not something I want to do. It's sad that your channel has come to this. You used to have good content. Michael or Matthew. It's funny that people say that because that's so relative, right? Like, you used to think the content was good, which I appreciate, and now you don't think it's good, which is fine. So, and it's funny because before I never live streamed. And so this content literally didn't exist before. And so it's interesting because, again, I appreciate that you liked it in the past. And if you don't like it anymore, just don't watch it. But I will say, and this isn't a humble brag, but my channel is doing better now than it literally ever has in the past. Like that is just a fact. And so it's funny when people are like, it used to be better before. If you don't change your content, right? And if you sit here on YouTube and you refuse to change your content, your channel is gonna die. Like it just will. Like that is what happens on YouTube. Like we all have seen channels that we used to like that didn't stop making the same videos that we probably no longer watch anymore because we're like, I've already seen all of these. Like this is nothing that I don't need to watch these anymore, right? And so I think that changing your content over time is a good thing. And like it has changed a lot for sure. Absolutely. But I don't like people will say like, oh, this has changed. And it's always in this negative connotation. But I think that that's a good thing, especially in YouTube, but just anything in general. Like if you're not changing with the times, like of course that's going to die. Same thing with like technologies and stuff like that, right? Like imagine if Apple was like, oh man, we're not going to change anything. We're going to keep everything the same. And they decided not to make the iPhone or something like that, right? And people are like, man, I miss when you only made iPods. And Apple would be like, well, yeah, but no one buys those anymore. And then the person would respond and be like, I buy them. I love my iPod. It's like, yeah, you do, but most people don't use it anymore. And so while what you feel is totally fine, the vast majority of people don't feel that way. And that's how it is on my channel. The vast majority of people, like I don't know. I'm not trying to do like the whole, like humble brag, but like the video I put up yesterday hit 100,000 views in a few hours. That literally, I don't think I've ever had a video hit that many views in that amount of time. And not regularly. Like I regularly will get videos that are viewed over 100,000 times. Like that never happened before. And again, it's not all about the views and stuff, but that just shows me, right, as the person that's creating the content, okay, this is the right direction. And I enjoy it, right? Like what's really nice about this format for me personally is I'm able to interact with you guys, right? I can see the chat when I'm basically filming the video. And then once I do the live stream, I'm able to just boop, 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 put the video together. And then the people that weren't able to watch it live are able to watch it once it's up later. Like, so it really has, I don't know. I think that it's a really fun, like, who knows? And maybe things will change in the future, right? If this is like, okay, people are over this. Like, I don't know. It's just change. I don't know. Your channel is great because you are so respectful and empathetic when talking about health and fitness and discussing fat positive YouTubers. You're not just trashing fat people, and I appreciate that. Well, thank you so much. Getting more views doesn't mean your content is better or more ethical. What are you even talking about ethical, bro? No more Amberlin. What about Nikocado? He made his husband dress up as a panda and pretend to be his new boyfriend. I'm here for Looney Tunes. I mean, it's just, that seems like pointless. It's like I said, like before when I talked about Nikocado, it's like making a video about like an arc in WWE that's obviously fake. Like, it doesn't, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, because I know it's fake, or at least I really believe it's fake. And so for me to make a video like dissecting it, I just feel kind of silly. Yeah, I watched some other streams, but I put hours in here, the third most. I found your content to be informative in some way or another, so I appreciate you. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. LOL, I can't believe people actually believe his content is real. I think it's mainly kids. Like, mainly kids think that stuff is real. And so I think that's why, you know, there are a good amount of people that think it's real. And I think, like, if you enjoy it and you know it's fake, that's fine. Right? Like, it's just kind of, it's like the same thing as like trash reality TV. Like, most people that watch reality TV understand everything, like, it's fake and most of it's not real and a lot of it's fake. But like, I like there's nothing wrong if that's what you want to watch. If you weren't doing this for a living, what would you be doing? I answered this last stream. I'd probably do something in fitness, like whether it be like personal training or something like that. So I'd be in I would be in the fitness realm in some capacity. You make it sound like any video saying it's okay to be fat is encouraging people to be fat. Being fat is fine. Being fit is fine. Dog, you have obviously not watched my videos, so I'm done talking to you. I never get in chat, but I must say you are doing a great job. I think the past content was good, and the present content is great. Keep it up. Would you do a collaboration with Michelle McDaniel again? Yeah, of course I would, especially if she's in the area. He would be a Gymshark athlete. Agreed, you're super respectful. Another reason why I appreciate you. A discussion with overweight mukbangers would be interesting, but I doubt any of them would really be down. Yeah, that would be really fun. I know my friend, he doesn't do mukbangs, but my friend Eric is super down to have a conversation. And I think that would be fun, but it would be fun, yeah, to do something with someone that like mukbang has affected their lives in a way that has made it so they gain weight. And I think that would be an interesting conversation. And it wouldn't be like I would be trying to like get them. I would just try to understand and see like what their thoughts are about it, because I think that could be really interesting. John, what should I name my unborn daughter? You should name her John. I have been following you for about 3 years, and you're always helped me. I have a healthy and positive mindset. I wanted to say thank you for that finally. Well, thank you so much for saying that. Name her Gymshark. I have this issue when where when I eat something, I want to eat the same thing all day, every day for like 3 days. I feel like it isn't enough differentiation in my diet. Any advice? I have no idea, because that's what I do. I eat the same thing over and over and over again. Any health issues outside of loose skin that still impact you from your past that you didn't anticipate? No, not really. I'm really lucky that I didn't have anything that was like that I couldn't like mitigate. So yeah. All right, you guys. Well, I need to get this video that we just shot up for you guys that weren't able to watch it. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. This was a pretty long stream. Was not expecting it to be that long. But I hope that you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you guys later. All right. Peace.